It's always great to be back at the ICC Academy, especially when you've got some really exciting games at hand. We're talking about 6 teams who are going to take on each other in this exciting contest. And I'm here to tell you about the story of the pitch and how the conditions are going to fare at the ICC Academy. Top class, world-class facilities here, and some conditions that are ideal for cricket. Weather is around 21 degrees Celsius. That's the current temperature. It might get a little hotter as the day progresses, but in the second game again, you would expect some pleasant weather for cricket. Overall, the dimensions of the ground are pretty even at 65 meters, and looking at this wicket, it tells you that it's a proper hard wicket. So let's get a closer look of how this wicket seems to be. It's got some live grass on it, which means the ball will skid a bit on this wicket, and the fast bowlers will get some purchase of the deck as well. Especially in the early morning conditions, you can expect some swing in the air for the ball, and you would also expect that it will be a testing time for the batters to score runs in the first 30 to 45 minutes. After that, it's going to be a lot easier to bat on. Not a lot of turn on offer for the spinners, so there will be a challenge for the spinners, but overall, great batting conditions, a lot of runs on offer if you can apply yourselves in the middle. For me, in the early morning game, if I win the toss, I would like to bowl first. It's time for the first game here at the ICC Academy. UAE taking on Bahrain. I've got the two captains with me. For UAE, we've got Mohammad Wasim. For Bahrain, it's Haider Ali. And on to my extreme left is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is UAE. So Wasim, you'll flip the coin. Haider, you'll call.
Head. What is your call?
Heads is the call.
This head.
Heads it is. So Haider, congratulations. You won the toss. What do you want to do today and why?
Bat first.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe this wicket is first match is a fresh wicket. Maybe 150, 160 is a very good target. But bat first.
New conditions for your side playing here in the UAE. How excited are you and what are you looking forward to in this tournament? Can you just put the mic up? Yeah, thank you.
Last year is coming. His wicket is very good batting track. Maybe a very good tournament. Last tournament is Qatar, is Gulf Cup, very successful, and is 5 good teams, and I will try my best.
You're in good form personally, so you'd want to continue that for your side.
Yeah, I will try my best, but my little upper order batting, maybe little claps, maybe is change the plan. Maybe today I will say.
All the best.
Thank you.
Wasim, they won the toss. They are batting first. Were you looking to bat?
No, to be honest, we were looking bowling first because we know in the morning ball will do something, so we advantage for that.
Home conditions. You've been on a dream run in the T20 format, especially in the qualifiers. So you'll want to continue that in this series as well.
Yeah, inshallah, I'll try my best and will lead team from the front, and inshallah we will try to play some good cricket. And you know this is our home and we are playing enough cricket here, so inshallah we will go with our strength.
Any new faces in the side, or is this a regular winning combination that you've got?
No, we are going with the regular winning combination.
The best. Give it a good game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right. So the news from the centre is that Bahrain have the toss and they have decided to bat first.
I think that the off stump is little bit down. Huh? Off stump. Down? Yeah, little bit. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. My end. Sir? So I can take it. Okay. Oh, please, sir. Bowling right? Bowling right? Bowling right, over. Lift it up. Yeah, it's cutting a leg. Lift it up. More. Lift. Yeah, cutting a medium. Bowler number 92. 92 bowler number.
शाहजिनी भाई अच्छा कर रहे हैं, शाबाश, खत्म करेंगे अच्छे से, शाबाश शाबाश।
जल्दी अली 76 4 Leg stick little bit that's select
शादरूबी अच्छे, शाबाश boy,
right arm over to you
शादरूबा शाबाश अच्छे, शाबाश शादी पे चल डीपी शाबाश। ओके पाजी, जिनी भाई ओनरन, बढ़िया बॉय, शाबाश। Nuran! Yeah boy, yeah boy! Shadruba! Nuran! Shah boy! Shadrubi! आ जाएगा विकेट आ जाएगा शाबाश
Oh, that's a mix-up. There's the run out. Dear, oh dear, what has happened here? First wicket down, Chavi.
Oh, that is early on. This is not good news for Bahrain. We want to have a look at what happened in that mix-up again. When we do, let's have a look at that. Very good pick-up and throw. Straight into the hands of the wicket-keeper. And that too was the call. And just Suri making very good glove work. And the comeback player, Prashant, who everybody was looking forward to seeing today, score some runs for Bahrain, has lost his wicket without scoring or without even disturbing the scoreboard. So it's 4 for 1 for Bahrain.
A complete chaos there. He's disappointed. It's never a double, I would say, especially when you got a fielder like Javadullah. Don't want to take chances, Chavi. Don't want to lose wickets early on in the power play.
So Sarfaraz is going to be in at number 3 for Bahrain. New batter in. Sarfaraz for Bahrain, and they need runs. They need runs in the power play, particularly Bahrain, if they have to put the pressure on. But UAE just being such a formidable side. So Sarfaraz Ali, 48 matches, got over 1,000 runs, averages at about 23, and has got a fabulous strike rate of 146. Best of 69 not out for him. But UAE just
Dhruvi!
slightly in the lead here between the two. 5 for 1 into the second over we are. So Dhruv comes in once again. Oh, fabulous delivery. The ball has stayed low. He gets the rip and he gets a little bit of turn into the right-hander. He will keep the pressure mounting.
Yeah, he's been drifting the ball. And that is how Prashant was dismissed. Trying to flick that. He was never looking for the second. You can see that his body language was not there for the second. It was Asif's call. And then he had to give up.
Once again, this one's been lofted over. Is that a chance for mid-off? But does well at the end. So the fielding has been good. Harman, we've seen, especially in T20 internationals, we often say that it's not only about how well you bowl, but it's also about how well you field and you support. But in a very good position here are UAE after the end of 2 overs, 7 for 1.
Yeah. Right, okay. This side. Captain, be hurry up, please. You're taking a lot of time. Batsman, for you around the wicket. For you is over. आपके लिए over the wicket होगा. आपके लिए over the wicket होगा. Okay.
So Junaid will continue. And it's going to be Asif on strike. Once again, what a fabulous delivery. Leg buys, I think they will be given as. And this one's gone straight into the boundary. So some few release runs here for Bahrain. Another 4 comes in.
Yeah, nothing for the bowler to be blamed at. It was a very good delivery. Again, he's getting that in-swinging delivery. He is troubling the batter. And that runs toward the third. Well, Bahrain won't mind that. 11 on the board for the loss of 1 in 2.1 overs. Junaid continuing that good length on offer. Exciting contest, Chavi.
11 for 1. And of course, when you're using the conditions to your advantage, it's just what Junaid is doing. He's just keeping it simple. Once again, Very good delivery. Reaching out this time, the ball moving away. And Asif just in a much better position, got into his position much quicker to maneuver the ball back down towards backward of point.
It was again a good delivery this time. Batsman just making sure that he got enough room to play that. Unable to beat the field. A very good field position being placed here from the skipper and the bowler. And UAE have been in a very good run. And Sarfaraz, what I feel, is looking to go for the big shots. If you saw those first two strikes that he hit, he was looking for those big heaves. And you don't want to lose wickets early on. That has been the issue with Bahrain. The top order hasn't really got the runs on the board.
Yeah, true that. So 12 for 1. Over number 3. Once again, erring in line. This time I would say few shouts in, but the fielding once again has been good. So will be just the dot ball, not a lot of damage done. I think he just tend to drift it down the leg side a little bit, Junaid, to Sarfaraz.
He's again trying to attack the stump, this one. Coming a little quicker. Aiming at that middle stump. And that's what Junaid has been known for. 12 on the board. You need runs here. Bahrain needs runs.
Coming in once again, Junaid. Yeah, this one is a good delivery. Pitched it slightly back of length. Got that nice little bounce coming in. He rolled his fingers on the seam at the very last moment. Pulled the pace back also slightly. I think this particular delivery had everything in it.
Yeah, that was a lovely delivery. Let's have a look at that. Oh dear. Look at that bounce, that carry to the keeper. And this is what the bowling coaches tell you, to keep up that variety, that mix-up. And the modern day cricket has seen that nowadays. You see bowlers coming in with so many variations early on. And that fast bowler and a spinner, that's a dream start, I think, in T20.
And how many captains are willing to take that call? That's also another aspect that we look at. Once again, does get an outside edge, but this one time he will succeed over the head of the wicket keeper. Actually, gets a top edge and one bounce into the fence. So another release shot. We're just seeing release shots from Bahrain after a couple of good deliveries.
And I think this is the message for Sarfaraz from the dugout to go for those big ones. You could see that he was not in a position to play that shot. A top edge and over the keeper. Junaid again trying for that similar back of length. A little shorter this time. And has run away for a 4. Straight onto the side screen. Final delivery of the over.
16 for 1. And Junaid has bowled some fabulous deliveries into his second over. Has only given away 9 runs so far this morning. Once again, back of the length. And will carry straight to the wicketkeeper. Swing and a miss to end the over. 3 gone, 16 for 1 Bahrain.
Ali, going short mid.
So Dhruv will continue. The other end. Gave away only 3 runs in that first over that he bowled. Also was successful. Got that run out.
Interesting field set. If you can see, he's got a packed offside field spread. 4 fielders on the leg side as well inside the circle. With the power play, he just got those 2 outside the circle. He's gone with a deep mid wicket.
Good delivery, grip. A little bit of grip on the surface once again for Dhruv. He does have the tendency to bowl a lot of quicker deliveries, but then he'll just toss one up in the air, flight it, allow the flight to deceive. That one was a slightly slower one. Look at that one coming in. He's gone, lofted up. But will probably find the fielder at deep mid wicket. Will come around for 2.
Yeah, not much power on that shot. He was looking to go for the big shots. And as you mentioned, Dhruv, he's not shy to toss it up in between. And that is where you want to fox the batter. You want to get those quicker deliveries and then also entice him with that flighter one to take chances and make an error and get a wicket inside the power play. He's already got one in the form of run out, of course. And you can see that that grip that he's got. He's got a very nice hold on those fingers.
Comes in flatter through the air this time. And there's a chance. Ah, there's a good run. It's fabulous fielding from
Shavi, a
fine leg.
direct hit would have been very interesting in that one. Again, this was that tossed up delivery. He was looking to just cut that. Quick single. Javadullah. We'll see him with the ball later on. Mostly after the power play, I feel.
Probably bought in after the power play. Once again, we're just seeing that the ball is sitting on the surface slightly longer before rising up. 19 for 1.
This is the morning conditions, Shavi.
Morning conditions in the UAE. Very, very likely. Anywhere you go. Once again, release shot. And they will pick up a single on that.
Again, you can see he's looking for that big shot. His bat coming in from the top, almost that helmet region. So you know his intentions are to clear those infield, to go for the big shots.
Over number 4 in progress, 20 for 1. So Dhruv comes in once again, this time flatter, and he gets it through. Better shot this.
Again, a good shot. Good shot, but not getting much pace on it. A couple of runs. Dhruv consistent with his line and length. And Charvi, you've played a lot of cricket. Let me ask you, how important is to have that control in the power play as a spinner?
Oh, extremely. Remember, spinners, we need more than 2 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. And during the power play, when you can have only 2, you need to be able to maneuver the batters to play according to where you want them to play. Fabulous delivery once again to finish off. Gets that little bit of rip and turn away from the right-hander. Swing and a miss. End of the 4th over. 22 for 1 are Bahrain.
A new bowling item over.
So we've got a new bowler in. Ali Amir Nasir. 40 matches, 3 4-wicket hauls and 42 wickets in his T20 career. Got an economy of 7.72, and him also will not fail to impress.
Yeah, I'm sure. And that economy of 7 in a T20 format, I would take that any given day. 4 overs, 22 for 1. Another 2 overs. This has been a silent power play, Chavi. Bahrain not really looking for those big shots. Or the bowlers not giving them those chances, I would say. But look at that venue. It's a beautiful venue of the ICC Academy, Oval 1 from Dubai. In for the 5th over.
So Ali Nasir. Not a bad delivery. Right on the money there. Pulled the pace off. Slightly back of good length. Gets that bounce off the turf. Nicely done. And Harman, we've been having a conversation about this even off air between the overs, that Sarfaraz does not look in song today. He just looks a little uncomfortable out there in the centre.
I feel he's in a hurry to score runs. He's not really getting settled. I think in a game of cricket, it's about getting your eyesight settled in. And once you get that, he's got a good bat flow. Can get for those big shots.
22 for 1. Back of the lane this time. Does get it up in the air. Mohammad Wasim. You will get behind it. And after heaps of struggle of not getting the ball on bat, he does get one but mistimed it completely. And the UAE skipper will take a simple one. 22 for 2. The second wicket would fall for Bahrain.
Yes, another wicket. As you mentioned, Sarfaraz was struggling this time. Again, that back of lane delivery. And straight into the air. And Mohammad Wasim, he's got safe hands. As safe as a bank locker.
Oh, he has. He was running behind. Some of these catches not very simple, especially with the sunlight coming in across. And also the way that it was played off the hip by Sarfaraz. But unfortunate that Sarfraz will have to take the walk back. Let's have a look at that replay. So it's going to be another wicket gone. And a very good catch that from Mohammad Wasim. I think that the wideish mid-off, just for that little, they did realize that he's trying to look to go big within the span of the power play and fell for the trap, Sarfaraz.
That was a good trap being played. Let's just have a look at that fair delivery. Well fair. And as you mentioned, Ali has been impressive wicket in the very first over, courtesy of the skipper's catch. Amr bin Nasser, he's the new batter as he comes in at number 4. Look at those stats: 40 matches, 595 runs, average of 22, and the best score of 62. He's got 3 half centuries and 121. That strike rate, Chavi. Needs to work on that a little bit, but he's a good batter.
It usually happens in T20 internationals. Nicely done by the keeper behind. Will be given a wide, but that's not a bad collect. Harman, usually happens in T20 internationals when you've had the first couple of overs from your opening bowlers so tight and strong. When a new bowler comes in, you do tend to go after that bowler to put the pressure right on. But Sarfaraz, unfortunate, was just not able to get it through.
And I think it's also the pressure. When you're in 4 overs, you're less than 24. That is less than run a ball. That pressure comes on you. Here comes Ali with the third delivery.
Once again, back of the length. Sliced away. Deep third will come in play. They will pick up a single. So 23 for 2. Over number 5 in progress. 24 for 2.
Shamir getting off the mark. That's how Sarfaraz was dismissed. You could see he was not ready to play that shot. Too much of head position missing. He had already made up his mind. Wanted to attack towards the mid-wicket, I feel. But again, not getting anything. Just over that wide-ish mid-off, and Wasim doing what he does best.
It's very difficult to get a ball that is moving as a right-hander, moving away from you, which is on the 4th or the 5th stump. And you've got to bring your bat underneath and play it over mid-wicket. That's a lot of area to cover. And he moved away to make some room for himself. He can either place it over mid-off or get caught at mid-off. Unfortunate for Sarfaraz. There's a slip in place now. Oh, great delivery. Very good delivery from Ali.
Chavi, that was a dream delivery. I'm sure the bowling coach would be more than happy to see that. And Amr bin Nasser, he's making all the names come on offer on him. It's turning out to be a very good over. That pressure has been built. They're not let the Bahrain batters get comfortable.
Nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Gets the movement at the last minute. So 24 for 2. Ali coming in. Once again, looking to loft this one over the head of the bowler. Again, we're seeing this with Asif too, because he's been at the non-striking end for so long that he's not able to get the ball from the middle of the bat, rather playing it so late that the ball is rolling up on the top part of the willow.
I think it's also the extra bounce. If you see, he was trying to dance down on the wicket, didn't get connection, got it from that top end of that bat, that sticker part. And again, this over, just a couple of runs in the power play. You would take that. Any skipper would take that.
And you already got 2 wickets in the span. Moving across this time. Much better approach using his feet. But a fabulous fielding effort from Simranjeet at the cover area. And that'll be the end of the over. 5 gone. It's 24 for 2. And we'll have changes in the voices in the com box.
Next him. That's the leg. Middle. That's the middle. Thank you. Coming left arm over.
And Herman, well, UAE at the moment have done really well. Mohammad Jawadullah, the new bowler, 36 games for him. Economy on the highest side. He's got a couple of 2 4-4s as well. 53 wickets in his career so far. Joining me in the com box is Shoaib Ahmed. Nicely bowled there by Jawad. Trying to extract some swing here. It's 24 for 2, so you have done really well here, Shoaib, with the start.
Good morning, Rashid. Yes, I think first 6 overs definitely belong to UAE. Haven't given away a lot and have managed to get 2 top order wickets of Bahrain. So early morning conditions, I was a bit surprised when Bahrain decided to bat first, Rashid.
Yeah, that was a surprising decision for most of us, but they do have a plan in mind. They would have, if they would have had a good start in the power play, that would have worked for them. But at the moment, UAE have done really well. Oh, that's nicely bowled. So yeah, 25 for 2, last over of the power play. Do you still go for your shots, or do you just hang on and not lose any more wickets here?
Yeah, such a difficult situation to be in, especially when Jawadullah is bowling the way he is. He's very nippy. We know that he doesn't look like he's got pace, but he does have the tendency to surprise the batter.
That's played in the air, but just falling short of the fielder at mid-off. So they are going to go for the shot, Shoaib, once it's in the slot. I think UAE at the moment, with the way they have started 25 for 2, they've picked up 2 wickets. They've made sure that they don't give away too many boundaries in this first 6 overs. That has worked for them so far.
Yeah, early morning conditions always difficult for batters. They need to negotiate this passage of play. A surprise delivery there from Jawadullah.
Yeah, that was a very good delivery. Really surprised him and surprised a lot of the other players as well. Look at that once again. Short delivery. He was trying to make room for himself. Asif Ali trying to get a boundary here, especially because it's the last over of the power play. He would want to make sure that they finish on a high in this first 6 overs at least. Oh, that's a lot of width given. It's in the air, but falls short of the deep third. It'll only be a single, but Asif has made his intent clear that he's going to try and get a boundary, but looks very difficult.
Yeah, just trying to break the shackles there. Not able to find the gap on that occasion. And a very good over from Jawadullah. Now, he's bowling his first over. He's got 3 more overs to go. You will see him bowl in the death. He's a death bowler specialist, but has been a vital cog for UAE in their bowling department. Oh, a single towards a deep third to end the 6th over. And after 6 overs of power play, Bahrain are 26 for 2.
Power play 2, guys, power play 2.
Right then, and the power play 6 overs completed and definitely belonging to UAE. 27 for 2. This is the first game of this T20 Gulf Championship. UAE taking on Bahrain. Bahrain winning the toss, selecting to bat first. We've got Amr on 3 of 3. Asif 20 of 11. UAE have done well. Let's have a look at the 2 wickets that have fallen in the power play overs. The first one was very unfortunate for Bahrain. It was a mix-up between the 2 runners, and yes, no, and ended in a sorry at the end. And that was the second wicket. Good catch taken by Mohammad Wasim at mid-off. He's a very smart fielder. It's going to be Ali Amr back to live action. Starts off with a good delivery. He's bowled well, just given away 2 runs in his first over in the power play and picked up a wicket as well.
Yeah, genuine all-rounder, Ali Nasir. And value add for UAE. He's very promising. He's got a lot of potential. He's very promising, a genuine all-rounder, and has the potential to really contribute towards UAE's success. X-factor player, Ali Nasir. I think he might want to perform a lot more with the bat and contribute more. But his bowling is right on the money. He's got the variations that you need in this format. Not afraid to bowl the slower deliveries. Has got a very deceptive slower delivery, and some pace when needed. So uses that shoulder, bends his back, gets extra purchase of the deck. So a genuine value add, like I say.
Yeah, complete package, you would say. He's a good fielder as well, and bowls those hard lengths. That's what I like about him. He's very consistent with his hard lengths, and it's not very easy as a batter, especially when you come in and you're under pressure. There you go, once again, that shorter length deliveries, and now the Bahrain batters have been able to get him away. Amr on 3 of 6, and these conditions really, they help the bowlers as well if you bowl in the right areas. Like we were talking about how early conditions favour the bowlers, and more often than not, you would see teams winning the toss would probably bowl first.
Yeah, it was a risky move to bat, and I don't think it has paid off for Bahrain. There you can see some extra bounce and carry for Ali Nasir. So this wicket promises to be a deck that gives a lot of purchase for fast bowlers. You won't see spinners getting a lot of turn on this wicket, Rashid.
Yeah, especially not in the early morning conditions with the new ball. But they've got Simranjeet Singh, who's made his debut just recently. And I think he's one bowler who can really turn the ball. He's got the ability to turn the ball, even if it's new, on a flat tire track. So he'll be one bowler who you'll have to look out for. And well, I think he's done really well in his start he's had so far.
Yeah, again, exciting cricketer. Some movement off the deck for Ali Nasir. That one comes sharply in to the batter. Both these batters have struggled. 8 deliveries for Amr. Asif, he's played 20 deliveries. And that's the wicket. Beautiful hard deck. Some good carry and bounce. We saw that already from Ali Nasir, who's not the quickest, but he's managed to get that nip and bounce on this wicket. Very exciting for fast bowlers. I'm sure they'll enjoy bowling on this hard surface.
Yeah, tinge of green there. That's always mouth-watering for the fast bowlers. There you go, that seam movement away from the right-hander. So he's been able to move the ball both ways. Ali Nasir, he's been brilliant in this spell so far. Finishes off this over as a maiden. So he's brilliant bowling this from UAE. End of the over with that one. It's 2 wickets down for Bahrain. Well, 7 overs completed, 27 for 2, changing the bowling. Simranjeet Singh, well, as expected, he's coming into the attack. And this is a good move from Mohammad Wasim. He's done well with the changes he's made so far. Mohammad Jawadullah, he was good in that 1 over. Ali Nasir has been brilliant in his 2 overs. Junaid started off well, and now it's going to be Simranjeet Singh. They haven't leaked too many runs. They have managed to pick up a couple of wickets. 5 matches for Simranjeet Singh. False start there. He'll have to reload.
Well, if you've seen Simranjeet Singh, you will know that he has that tendency of doing it. At least once in every game, you will see him pull off his bowling action. This one's been played in the air. Could be a wicket. Will be a wicket. Simple catch for Ali Nasir, and Simranjeet Singh strikes on his very first ball of the spell.
Well, starts off with a wicket and a thigh five. That was a good delivery. They were trying to break the shackles. Probably the batters were waiting for a spinner to come in to try and go against him. Asif not getting in from the middle of the bat. Didn't time it well as well. It was high up in the air, and a good catch taken by Ali Nasir in the deep. That's the delivery. Well, fair delivery. Good start here for Simranjeet. Gives that loop, enticing the batter to go for the big shot, and Ali Nasir settled himself quite nicely at the end and picked up the third wicket. 11 of 21 for Asif Ali. Third wicket down for Bahrain. Trouble times for them, 27 on the board. New batter in. It's the captain, Hyder Ali, making his way to the middle. Bahrain are in a spot of bother. They've lost 3 wickets. They haven't got too many runs on the board. Now a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. He's one man who's done so well for Bahrain. Look at that average. Over 31, a best of unbeaten 79 in his 59 games. Strike rate is pretty healthy as well, 122. So he's come out at a position where Bahrain need him to stay in the middle, keep rotating strike. But at the other end, UAE have started off really well. Simranjeet Singh, first delivery, picking up a wicket. That's nicely bowled. Hyder Ali gets off the mark straight away, drills it down towards the long off.
Yes, they were trying to cut loose, and that's what they did, trying to take on Simranjeet Singh, and this is such a great time for him to come out to bowl. That is the wicket again. There is pressure, and he's making merry. Simple catch for Ali Nasir. He's got safe pair of hands, doesn't drop many, and that was a struggling innings from Asif. Meanwhile, it's the captain who's come out to bat, and he's off the mark straight away. And now with Emmer, he'll want to build a partnership here.
Yeah, they need a partnership, and a quick one, Trib. Just 28 runs on the board after 7.3 overs, 29 with that single. Simranjeet started well. The spinners not getting turn as expected so far. Oh, that's nicely bowled. There's a hint of turn on that one. Give it a lot of loop there, Simranjeet. That's what we enjoy in his bowling. He's not scared to, he's not afraid to loop the ball in the air, and that's what's produced so many wickets for him.
Yeah, conventional left arm spinner. Orthodox, but very effective. And he's got the ability to use the crease. Now on that occasion, he bowled wide of the crease and brought that ball in to the right-hander. We'll talk about that in the next over. End of the over, rather one more ball to go, so there's still a ball left.
Yeah, he's done really well with the use of crease. As you mentioned on the previous delivery, he came wide with the crease. So also making sure that he creates that doubt in the batter's mind, the angles, the change of angles. Oh, that's nicely bowled once again. They pick up a quick single, and that's what Bahrain is going to do with these two out there. They're going to pick up quick singles. End of the over with that one run, but a successful one for Simranjeet. Manages to pick up a wicket in that. 8 overs completed. Bahrain still struggling, 31 for 3.
Better. Left arm over.
So that is how Bahrain have played so far. They've lost 3 of their top order batters. haven't contributed much, and now, as always, and as in the recent past, it has come down to Heather, the captain, to salvage the situation. He's out there in the middle with Emmer. They've got some batting left in Rizwan and Imran after this, but it has to be these two. Will have to bat as long as possible for Bahrain to stage a comeback in this innings.
And UAE making another change in the bowling now. Jawadullah coming back into the attack for his second spell. Oh, starts so well. That one just took off. That'll run away towards the boundary. We'll have to wait and see. It was buys, but that one really jumped off the surface there.
Yeah, this is what this wicket can offer, and I'm sure the bowlers of Bahrain will be looking to bowl on this wicket. Tanish did try his best. You can see that in that jump that he brought out, tried to get his hands onto it a little late, and that has resulted in 4 buys.
Yeah, probably not expecting the ball to bounce as much as it did. But like you mentioned, that's the kind of surface that we have here at the ICC Academy. Oval 1. Oh, inside edge this time, and that might just run away for yet another boundary. Lucky one there for Bahrain, but they take it.
Runs are runs, no matter how they come and where they come from. Inside edge, and suddenly they've got some momentum going in their favour. Ahmed trying to take on Jawadullah. That was a good ball. Shouldn't be disheartened by those 4 runs, Jawadullah. He's bowling well, but trying for that glory shot on that occasion. Gets an inside edge and gets 4 runs.
Yeah, 4 runs nonetheless, and 4 important runs. Ali Nasir taken off the attack after bowling a maiden over. Surprising move. Oh, that one also kicking off a little bit, bouncing a little too high. And they managed to pick up a single towards deep third.
And that's the boundary again.
Yeah, that one just took off, and Jawadullah, I think he's bowled in the right areas. This one has been played towards deep third. That's what Heather is going to do. He's known for building partnerships. He's been in these kind of situations a number of times, and more often than not, he does really well in these. He enjoys these kind of situations.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he enjoys, but yes, he definitely contributes and does well under pressure. He's been tested time and time again, as discussed at the toss as well. He was very upfront to mention that his top order batters need to step up. That hasn't been the case today as well, and it's come down to him yet again. This one's down the leg side and will have to be bowled again. So yes, Bahrain are in a very tricky situation. It's not all over for them. They can still make a comeback. 42 on the board. They've got another 11 overs to come after this. So if they can pace their innings and plan, they might just get to around 150. That should be something for the bowlers to fight for.
Oh, they definitely need at least 150 on the board. It's nicely played. Sweeper coming into action. Will only be a single. But yeah, they need to get to a decent total, at least 150 for the bowlers to work with. UAE have really made the right changes so far. Mohammad Wasim making sure that he keeps shuffling his bowlers around, and all of them have delivered for them. This is probably the most productive over so far for Bahrain. 12 runs off it so far. Clip towards the onside will be a dot ball, and that'll be a dot ball to end the over. Good one this for Bahrain. 43 for 3 after 9.
Simranjeet to continue. Brings out the sweep. They're appealing for it. I think there's some bat involved there. Gopakumar, the umpire from Oman.
Yeah, I think there was a little doubt in that one, but it wasn't a bad delivery to start with on the stumps, and yeah, probably going down leg as well. So a lot of doubts on that one. Simran has done well. It was a little too full. Nice drill down towards wide long on. They wanted to come back for the second, but wisely denied there by Haider Ali. They can't afford to lose another wicket here, especially not in the form of a run out. They've already had one now.
Yes, they need to build a partnership without losing wickets and making sure that they don't face any more damage. Meanwhile, that's another good shot along the ground. That's much better. Play it in the gaps and take strike. That has to be the mantra right now.
I just wait for the loose deliveries, and once they come your way, make sure that you deposit that for a boundary at least. Good spell this so far from Simranjeet. He's given away just 6 runs in his 9 deliveries that he's bowled so far. Picked up a wicket as well. A wicket came of the very first delivery he bowled. That gives you so much boost as a bowler, so much confidence.
Most certainly. I think it just helps you. That's a good run towards Shahwadullah. So they know that they have an opportunity to steal a single every time they play it towards Shahwadullah, who's not the quickest in the field, who's not known for his fielding as such. So that is good game awareness.
Yeah, but they need to be careful. Like I said earlier, they've already lost 3 wickets. Another one here, and that'll be a lot of trouble for Bahrain. Oh, that's nicely bowled once again. That one getting that extra bit of bounce. Even the spinners are getting extra bounce here. So now Bahrain would probably be thinking about re-strategizing their target. 150 would be a very good total on this wicket, I think.
Good finish, boy.
One more delivery to go in the 10th over. At the moment, 46 for 3, and off the back foot, plays it in the air but in the gap as well. Will only be a single, and that's all they'll get to end over number 10. Halfway through, Bahrain are 47 for 3. There's going to be a change in the voices in the comm box to take you through the next set of overs. It's going to be Mudassir Ali alongside Harmanpreet.
Right, bowling right, move.
So half of the overs done in this first game, winning the toss and opting to bat first. Then a bit of bother. They have lost 3 wickets, 47 on board. The likes of Simranji, the left-arm orthodox, he has been economical, a wicket to his name. And for Bahrain, they are in a rebuilding phase. Haider and Ahmed trying to build up a partnership. And talking about the partnership, alongside me is Harman. Good morning, Harman. Things looking a bit tough for Bahrain.
A very good morning, Mudassar. Thank you so much. Yes, things have been difficult. Mohammad Zohaib, the leg spinner. He's an excellent bowler. 16 games, 7 economy. He's bowled really well. Good flighted delivery. As the keeper says, well bowled.
A young lad, he has been very impressive in the domestic circuit as well, Mohammad Zohaib. A terrific all-rounder to have in your side. Excellent fielder, and top of that he can bat down the order and get you those quick runs. But as of now, the focus will be on his bowling.
And right after that first delivery, the slip comes in. He cuts it lately. Haider Ali, very technically solid batter. Will be a couple of runs. Asif Khan with the chase. Mudassar, as you mentioned, I've seen he's got a very quicker delivery as well. That wrong gun that he's got is a very special one. Drifts in. You've watched him a lot of times, I feel.
Early days so for this youngster, Mohammad Zohaib, and rightly said. Especially look out for those wrong ones from this young lad, a slip in position and attacking field given by the captain, Mohammad Wasim, to Zohaib.
Another very good delivery. Look at that bounce at the top of middle stump. Will be a single. And as you mentioned, he's been brought in as a leg spinner. I feel they're always a wicket-taking bowler, and that's why that slip comes in, that attacking phase comes in, because you want to play with the mind of the batter as well, Mudassar. And that's what Wasim, mastermind. But Haider Ali also can't be taken lightly. He's had a very good run in the T20 World Cup qualifiers that was held in Qatar recently. He was the leading run scorer, over 300 runs, so you've got to watch out on him.
Nicely bowled and equally well played by Haider. A rock solid on the back foot, and rightly said, he is the backbone of Bahrain team. Leading from the front, always among the runs for his country, Haider.
Yes, Mudassar, he's been there, but he needs support alongside him. Amr bin Nasir batting well. He's on 16 from 20, but you want to change that. You want to get more runs than the balls you faced. Here comes Zohaib with the 5th delivery. A very good delivery. Just a little spin. Simranjeet, the fielder. He's done well with the ball, Mudassar. Simranjeet recently did the debut in the Qatar tour. Picked up a wicket in the very first delivery that he bowled on debut. He's a special lad.
Oh, absolutely. He had a terrific domestic season and now rewarded with a national cap. Good work done by Mohammad Wasim. There is a chance at the non-striker and a wayward throw coming from Simranjeet. Risky singles, so some runs coming from the first over of Zohaib. Going for 7 runs. So looking good. Haider and Amr slowly score, moves to 54 for the loss of 3 at the end of over number 11.
DP.
And looks like it's going to be the comeback of Dhruv Parashar. Leading wicket taker in Qatar, has had a good run. And here also he's bowled well. 2 overs, none for 9, Mudassar. Talk about that. You've watched him closely. He's got an excellent delivery. There's that excellent bounce. A single tucked away. Here they're looking for the second and will push back for the 2. Excellent running between the wickets.
He's one of the fittest. The Bahrain side running between the wickets has been excellent so far from Haider and Ahmed. Always interested in that second run, pushing his partner.
Okay, Ali. Yeah, Ali. This side and 5 in a bit.
And
That's
now
good.
this is the stage. They need to raise the tempo of the runs. Look at the played with the soft hands on the back foot. Straight away, running hard. Always busy by taking those singles and doubles. And talking about Dhruv Parasha, still I remember last year in December he was playing for under 19 UAE side, and they went on to play that finals against Bangladesh, and all of a sudden we can see this lad making his debut for UAE side.
Only one, Ali.
Played again with soft hands by the Emir bin Nasser at that moment. Another single. And you watched him closely, you know that Dhruv has got a very deceptive, call it the carom ball that he bowls, that grip that he holds, doesn't really reveal it till the very end. It's very difficult for the batters to read on that, Mudassar, especially. He's also a tall bowler, so that high arm release becomes very difficult.
Nicely done. Young, but look at that maturity level. He can bowl in the power play, he can bowl in the middle as well as in the death overs. So good to see the management backing this youngster. This is how you build your team for future. In the air, but nicely managed. Just going over the point fielder. Excellent work done by the fielder in the deep. Just a single, but the good news for Haider and Amber, they are making sure to get those singles and doubles, but it's just a matter of time where they can get a couple of boundaries, and they need to target next couple of overs here.
Yeah, Mudassar, I feel this is the rebuilding phase, as you mentioned, and I think after 15th over is when they'll go for the attack. A loud appeal there. Just that deft touch will be a single and will also mark the end of the over. After 12 overs, it's 60 for the loss of 3 for Bahrain.
पहले क्या दो ना इनसे ले लो इनकी पहन लो वो रॉन्ग लिया है
And that's the bowling cart so far. Junaid, 2 overs, none for 9. Dhruv, 3 overs, none for 15. Ali, a wicket and 2 runs in his 2 overs. Excellent economy of just 1. Jawadullah, 2 overs, none for 11. And Simranjeet, 2 overs, 1 for 8. Alongside Zuhaib, that last over that he bowled went away for 7. 10 extras in those 12 overs as Zuhaib continues to come in. Looking for that big shot. He's connected that. It's in the gap. Will be a boundary. Starts the over with a 4, Mudassar.
A much needed boundary for Bahrain. And looks in control. Amar and the youngster Mohammad Zoeb giving that flight, offering the batter to go big, and there you go. Being inside out, just managing to clear Mohammad Wasim. And a good start to the over.
Very good start, Amar. Looking for those big hits. Now is the time you want to get that aggressive pace on. A similar one, catch it is the cry. Well shot from the fielder, wants the double. And not the best of returns, a couple of runs there. Emmer again looking for that big shot, inside out, that he's been looking to play.
Good to see a positive approach from Ahmer. They've already got 39 runs partnership between these two, Haider and Ahmer. Onto the back foot, straight towards the field. Simranjeet has been busy throughout the day.
He's been a busy customer. Here comes Zuhaib with the 4th delivery of the over. And sliding down the leg will be runs. Well, in fact, will be more runs than we expected. 4 runs there. Had some bat involved.
Ordinary piece of bowling from Zohaib. But looking good is Amar, getting those quick runs in this over. He's targeting the youngster. He has been forced by Amar to just change his line and length. A poor piece of bowling, but runs on board for Amar and for Bahrain.
This is a relief over. This runs in the over will take some ease on Bahrain at the moment. Another good delivery off the back foot, pulls it away. He only managed to get a single. So that throw comes in. This over leaking runs, helping Bahrain, Mudassir. This is what they wanted, and this is where you want to take more charge of it.
11 runs so far, and quite surprised by the move of captain Mohammad Wasim. Just a couple of overs for Simranjeet. Leggy leaking runs here. There was a chance to go big, but all he could manage is a single. But nevertheless, a good over coming in for Bahrain. 12 runs from the second over of Zoeb. 13 overs done. The partnership flourishing between these two. 72 for the loss of 3.
Dhruv coming in for his last over. 72 for the loss of 3 after 13. Again, that good delivery. Dot ball to start off things.
I said earlier, Herman, a bit surprised because 2 right-handers out there in the middle and a couple of tight overs. The 2 wicket in his kitty, Simranjeet. Wayward and good looking shot. Quickly going on the back foot and a maximum for Haider and more runs for Bahrain.
That big hit coming in. Haider looking to free those arms now. A little predictable. Was a little short, and Haider toiling it away for a biggie. Let's have a look at that. Caught in position. Easy pickings. Bread and butter for a batter like him. It's flawless.
Inside out. Is there a chance for the fielder at long off? It's Mohammad Zoeb. At last, the partnership comes to an end. Trying to raise the tempo of the runs. Haider departs and Dhruv Parasha, he strikes for the first time in this game.
Yes, you hit me for a 6. I'll take your wicket of the next delivery. Haider, this time not getting in control. Didn't really time it. Was an inside out shot and a very good take in the deep. Zoeb, always a very safe fielder. 78 for the loss of 4 wickets. This is a big wicket. Haider Ali. He is a big wicket.
Slow in the air and good comeback by Dhruv after going for that maximum. And full mark should be given to the youngster. Though he has a poor outing with the ball, but excellent in the field. Haider Ali managing run a ball. 19 is 78 for the loss of 4.
Fiyaz Ahmed, the new man in. 19 games, 300 runs, average of 21. He's got 1 half century and that strike rate of 110. He can hit those big hits. And these middle overs, you got to take on that charge. You got to attack bowlers. And UAE bowlers have been on point.
Loud appeal and the finger goes up. It's a golden duck. Incoming delivery, slow in the air. And Fiaz comes in, said hi, hello to everyone and walked back to the hut.
Yes, he comes, he goes. 5th wicket. Fiaz, he'll be disappointed. First delivery was a sharp delivery. He's on a hat-trick now, Dhruv Parasher. And what a start. Day 1, and we have a bowler who's on a hat-trick. There's a look at that. No ball. It was a fair delivery. Dhruv. And there's that. Yes, easy decision. for the umpire. Took his time, but then raising that finger. Fiaz walks back without blinking the scorers. 78 for 5. Well, Dhruv Parashar, he's on a hat-trick. A golden opportunity. It's just the day one of the ILT20 Gulf Cricket Championship. And Dhruv not failing to impress. Imran Javed, the new man in, comes in at number 7. He'll be under pressure, Mudassar. But the bowler on a hat-trick. Is he going to have a hat-trick?
What a comeback by this lad, Dhruv Parashar. And all of a sudden, back-to-back wickets going down. Hat-trick delivery. Nicely bowled. Very watchful Imran. All of a sudden, the pendulum shifting in favor of the bowling side here. This is what happened. The inset batter trying to go big. He was held at the long off. Then Fiaz came in and he was caught right in front of the wickets. So 6 runs and couple of wickets. What an over from Dhruv Parashar. He completes quota. 4 overs going for 21 runs. Couple of wickets to his name. 14 overs done and dusted. 78 for the loss of 5.
Bowling right jam over.
Ali Nasir, he's had an excellent outing so far. 2 overs, 1 for 2. Emmer on strike. Oh, that was a peach of a delivery. In swinging beauty to start off things. That came in sharp. Really well bowled.
Young Ali Nasir. What a start to this over, but winning the toss and half of the side back in the hut. They were in trouble. This is what happened. It was a poor running between the wickets by these two batters. No communication at all. And the first wicket going down for Bahrain. Then Ali Nasir strikes in his first over. A good catch taken by Captain Mohammad Wasim at mid-off. Simranjeet always among the wickets. And that too on the very first ball of his spell.
Another very good delivery. Ali, consistent with his line and length. He's doing some fine work, not leaking runs. UAE has been on the top at the moment. Bahrain under pressure. And that is how Haider Ali was dismissed. Trying to go for that inside-out shot, not really getting the connection. Good catch there from Zuhaib. And then that sharp delivery turning in. Fiaz Ahmed gone on the very first delivery. 5 wickets down. There's Fiaz. A lot of tension on the face.
39 runs partnership for the 4th wicket, and all of a sudden now 5 wickets down. It all depends on Amr and Imran now. Using the feet, good use of the wrist, and a maximum for Imran of the mark in style. In fact, it was Ahmed, the man who was getting bulk of the runs for Bahrain.
That was really played. Stepping down and playing that wristy shot. And there you can see. That was class. Beautifully played. A half a dozen. Ali not leaking runs, but that's 6 coming in. So far he's done well. 2.3 overs, 1 for 8. The entire UAE side looks in a very good position at the moment.
Excellent piece of batting. Good presence of mind. He has got that maximum. Now it's time to rotate the strike. 85 for the loss of 5. We are into the 15th over. Harman still 5 overs to go after this. What kind of total would be enough on this surface for Bahrain to defend?
Well, I think you need at least 150, 160 plus on this track. Of course, The UAE side has one of the finest batting order. Call it the likes of Wasim, Ali Shan, Asif. You got Tanish Suri coming in. And then the later stages has some good batting with those pinch hitters. So will be tricky. Anything under 150, 160 would be a real challenge for the Bahraini bowlers. And Imran on strike, he's yet to get off the mark. Oh, good bouncer. That was a good bouncer. Will be one for the over signalled. I call that the perfume ball. Trying to give that smell of the leather.
Some effort put in by the fast bowler Ali Nasir. Well directed bouncer by Ali Nasir. A young lad putting that extra effort, and you can see the increase in the pace from Ali Nasir.
Just the last delivery remaining, 7 of this over. Imran yet to get off the mark. Again, a big swing and a miss. That will be a dot ball to end the over. After 15, it's 85 for the loss of 5 for Bahrain. 3 overs, 1 for 9 for Ali. And we have the last 5 overs, and there will be a change in the com box. We've got Shoaib Ahmed alongside Chavi.
Thank you, Harman. Yes, last 5 overs to go. 85 runs on the board. Bahrain would have wanted a lot more, but they've still got 30 deliveries to try and maximize their returns in this first innings. Emmer is on 37 of 32. He's played a handy knock so far for Bahrain, and that's the field setup. Very orthodox and well spread out. Charvi, Jawadullah in attack. He's a death bowler specialist, we know that, and he's done well so far.
He's done very well. 11 runs in 2. And what a hold back from Team UAE this morning. 85 for 5 in the 16th over. A lot of pressure for Bahrain. And Emir, 37 of 33. Mohammad Wasim, UAE skipper, he's used his bowlers, he's fielded so well. So, Jawadullah hits the deck well, and all that little bit that was there in that turf just hardening in Shoaib as we progress further.
Yes, it's going to get a lot easier to bat on, especially we know that the ball will come on to the bat. You can see that he's in some discomfort. I think the ball hit on the top half of the bat, and sometimes you get a jitter, kind of a shock when it hits in certain areas of the bat.
Yeah, it's just about that vibration that comes up.
Swing and a miss. Good bowling, creating that angle across the right-handed Imran, who's yet to get off the mark.
Just wanting to build like a mini partnership in the last couple of overs that are remaining in this innings. Bahrain definitely require some amount of runs on board. The run rate's just been at 5.5 for a T20 international. 86 for 5.
Well, another swing and a miss. It's just not working for Imran so far. He's not been able to tee off. He's known as an aggressive batter. Comes to bat at number 7, so his role is well defined. He needs to get those boundaries that are needed, but he's not able to meet bat to ball. There you go again, just a swing and a miss. And look at the carry. Tanish was also surprised with that. A very awkward height, and he somehow managed to hold on to it.
There's still something in that strip, you see. Something that will fancy the bowlers, even in the second innings. I reckon. A thickish inside edge. Once again, even the bowling has been exceptional this morning. But Shoaib, let's not take anything away from the fielders. They've done well.
Yes, you're right. I think they've ticked all the boxes. They've shown the right intensity, the attitude, the anticipation is there. So overall, a good-looking fielding unit. And I know for a fact that Mr. Lalchand Rajput, the coach of UAE, he is very particular about that aspect of the game, about fielders and about fielding and how they need to save runs. So they are working in the right direction. UAE, last ball of the over. That's in the air, on the pads, and it's gone the distance as well. A poor delivery from Jawadullah to end the over, but Bahrain won't be complaining. They've got 6 runs. After 16 overs, it's 93 for 5.
Think change of leather is in play, Shoaib. You've seen the umpires walk out there in the center.
Yeah, I think they've lost that ball. That was high and handsome, and it's gone onto the other oval or somewhere in the bushes. So maybe a replacement is on the cards. Not sure how it will affect the game, Charvi. It has to be a very similar kind of ball, a ball that has been used for around 15 or 16 overs.
From the looks of it, they'll probably just have a see of how proud even the seam is. And sometimes it's all, medium bases, like, can we, even if the spinner's fancy, can you make sure that the seam is standing upright? 93 for 5 after 16. 4 overs to go from here in. We reckon maybe 120, perhaps, if they push it. Maybe 130. Just shy below, I guess. 140 should be good for Bahrain.
Yeah, if they get 140, I think it'll be a job well done for Bahrain. And UAE will have to bowl really poorly, because these conditions are favourable to fast bowlers.
I like how you say that you've got to do something else. So Junaid, once again, look at that movement that he's getting off the deck. Just that shape away from the right hand. It's such a beautiful movement to watch the ball move. Good amount of dot ball, Shoaib, in the innings.
Yes, barring this one, that last ball that was on the pads, it was hit towards the fine leg, and you can see that it went all the way and was just played towards the dugout somewhere. So good 6 runs, but yes, good start to the over from Junaid. Again in the air, catches the call, but it's going to land safely at mid-on. Rahul Chopra was way too deep, couldn't get there in time, and they'll get a single.
Making the sprint, there's the skipper, Mohammad Wasim himself. So we're seeing the attempts, the short ball, going after it, just not getting onto the shot in time. We've seen that with the Bahraini batters, just been a little late onto their shots. 94 for 5. Time and again we've seen the more late that they've been able to play. They've not been able to get it through the center of that willow. So it's Amer on strike, 44 of 35. What an innings he's turning out to play here. Nicely done. That's a great timing on that. And even with the dive, there is no stopping such a fabulous shot Timed to perfection for a boundary.
Important runs. Important runs for Bahrain. Ahmer has played a valiant knock. He's moved on to 48 now of 36 deliveries. Using his feet and then just placing it in the gap. Deft touch at its absolute best. Not trying to hit it too hard, just placing it, beating the point fielder. And Asif Khan cannot collect it. I think that's a very mediocre effort from Asif Khan.
So Amar moves on to 48 of 36. He's really truly been an anchor in the innings here for Bahrain. He's seen wickets fall at the other end, but he's held fort for his side.
Slower delivery this time from Junaid, and that lack of pace foxing Emmer. Yeah, he's batted really well. He's been the standout performer for Bahrain. 48 of 37 deliveries. As you can see that the laces have come out. Such a common sight in cricket. That's the ball again.
See, back of the length. Did get, I think he did get that outside edge a little bit. We saw the spike up in the ball as it passes the bat, falling short of the wicketkeeper. He's done well too behind the stumps. It's been all in all a very good day for cricket. Much better approach this. Short ball, kept it along the carpet. And good running.
Well, gets to his 50 as well. A well-deserved 50 for Emmer of 38 deliveries. Appreciation from the dugout, and he knows that it is an important knock in the context of the game. Has taken his time, but then has accelerated just at the right time.
With 3 more overs to go, this is over number 17. You want to ensure that you take your team as far as possible. So 100 also comes up with that 50. Bahrain 100 for 5. Junaid is in once again.
Yeah, pulled and pulled well. That's in the gap. And some acceleration now from Bahrain. Counter-attack, as this one's been played for a 4 and ends the over with a boundary as well. 17 overs, Bahrain 104 for 5.
Captain, we are -2, then 3, 5. Let him over. Quick.
Ali Nasir, 1 for 9 for him on the day after 3. 104 for 5. Swing and you miss. It's been a battle between swing and miss all morning in this innings, Shoaib. We've seen it with the openers. .104 for 5, over number 18. It's so important, Shoaib, to get to leave Imran on strike every single ball and keep Amir off.
Yeah, you're right. He's the set batter. Imran has just been swinging the bat blindly, and there has been no contact whatsoever. He's been struggling on this wicket. Yes, it's not easy, especially for his style of gameplay, where he just likes to come out and express himself. He can't do that on a wicket like this, where you've got extra bounce and carry. You'll have to judge and anticipate and spend some time, and that's what Emmer has done. He's spent some time, and now he's got an idea of how the wicket is behaving.
Over number 4 for Ali is the final one in his spell. Another swing and a miss. Back of the length this time. And he gets additional pace off the surface as the ball rises up. He's having a ball of his time.
Yeah, the pressure is mounting on Imran now. He's played 12 deliveries, has got only 2, and most of them have been an action replay of the previous one. Again, just clearing his front leg, trying to heave that ball towards mid-wicket. With the pace and carry and bounce on this wicket, it's going to be very difficult for him to execute that shot. I think the ball is going to fly towards the deep third.
Now once again, another fabulous delivery from Nasir. So it's been 4 deliveries on the trot. He's kept the line and length consistent. When you've played 4 back-to-back dot deliveries, look at that one again. Same line, same length. He hits the deck at the right spot. Ali Nasir, what do you do? And Imran, what do you do now?
Yeah, I like the fact that Nasir has not tried to do something different here. He's just trying to land the ball at that good length area and let the ball then take its own course, because this wicket is such, you just have to bowl in a certain area and you will be rewarded for it. Yet again, swing and a miss. Similar delivery, a little fuller this time, but the result is the same. Another dot ball. 5 consecutive dot balls in the 18th over.
Are we looking at a maiden over this? At the death? Oh, this is fabulous bowling from Ali Nasir. Absolutely. It's a winning over. 104 for 5. And Imran, we can just see the amount of pressure that he's got at the moment. 2 of 14 for him.
Finally, he gets some connection. This is in the air. Could be a chance. And Ali Nasir completes the catch on his own bowling. Brilliant bowling performance. A wicket maiden for Ali Nasir. Outstanding. And UAE are in a very, very commanding position in this game. 18th over completed. A wicket maiden for Ali Nasir. It's 104 for 6. So 18 overs done. Let's look at that wicket again. Before that, I think, yeah, the landing is okay. So that should be fine. But what a wicket and what an over, Charvi.
Oh, amazing. And there was more like a, a shot. Now I've played 5 dot balls. It's the last ball of the over. Out of frustration, he got that one up. And taking the catch of his own bowling. Nicely done. Very, very nicely done. So it's going to be Junaid Siddiqui coming to bowl the 19th. And at the 18th over stage, having a wicket maiden, that itself is just commendable job. Tells us so much about the quality of bowling from the home side.
Yes, absolutely. Not taking any credit away from the UAE bowlers, but Bahrain have not lived up to their reputation today. This time he gets the connection, but hits straight to the non-striker. I think Ahmer has hit that really well, but he's found the non-striking partner, Rizwan, on the other end. And now I hope it's not major, because Rizwan has a role to play with the ball in his hand too.
He's just trying to rub his arm there. Let's have a look at that one. He struck really hard. And I think it went on to hit his arm. Must have, yes, just on the top of the bicep there. He's rumming in. It can sting for that first couple of seconds. And depends on the intensity of the hit. Like we say, you can even see stars in the daylight.
Yeah, and it will show its true colors in a few days. After a couple of days, you'll see that changing into a rainbow. Meanwhile, that's the hit again. Yeah, didn't have time to even react there. That was hit straight to him. Luckily, it was not on the helmet or on the arm. You're still okay. Had that been anywhere close to your helmet, that would have been really troublesome. But luckily, he's okay and he'll get back to that non-striking end, and we'll see some action pretty soon. 104 Charvi with 11 more deliveries to go. Where do you think Bahrain will end?
And even if they make it to 120, I'd say they've done a fair job. Again, it's a runner ball. T20 internationals have progressed so far in today's modern day cricket. And 120 is just probably not enough.
Short ball, and it's been pulled. Catches the call, but it's in the gap and will cross the ropes for a much needed boundary. Ahmer continues his rich vein of form and scores important runs for his side.
108 for 6. We're just seeing the attempts time and again now that they know that they've got to get the ball past the fence. There is no room for just very relaxed singles, even twos for that matter. They need at least a few boundaries every over. We're in the 19th. We've got another over to go. Well, nicely done by Amer.
Yeah, that square leg fielder was way too square. I think you would have wanted him to be a little backward, especially if you're bowling those short deliveries. But Amer will get away with a boundary. He'll have to face as many deliveries as possible from the remaining 10. Uppishly played and straight to the fielder. Alishan Sharfu, he'll complete the catch, and a very good innings. A fighting knock from Amer comes to an end.
The 7th wicket goes down, but I think that 108 on board is courtesy the man you see on screen. There's a fair delivery. Let's have a look at that once again. This is what it does to you when you've been off strike for a long time, losing a wicket in the previous over and then now again. But nonetheless, I think Amer bin Nasir has played a fabulous knock of 58 of 42. He's kept that strike rate of almost close to 140 with 6 boundaries and 2 sixes. And he will be welcomed with some applause from the dugout from his teammates.
Lefty. Left hand. Yeah. Coming a middle.
Thank you.
Bowling right arm down. Batsman. Better. Right arm down. 3 to go.
New batter in is Abdul Majid Abbasi. His best is of 19 runs. That's what his best is in T20 internationals. Bahrain will take those 19 runs today. On the pads, big appeal, but that was clearly missing the leg stump.
Keeping it on, so you've got a fresh batting pair out there in the 19th over. There's only so much you can ask of them. And see, he's here because of precisely this, trying to move away from the line of the stumps. And a simple catch to Alishan Sharafu and Mirov. Just couldn't get the elevation to chip it over the circle. Unfortunate. And the bowling of UAE has just been too good this morning.
Yeah, they've assessed the conditions well, and they've bowled according to a plan. It'll just be a single, that's what they'll get. But I think the fast bowlers have been very impressive. They've realized on what needs to be done on this wicket. and have executed their plans to perfection. 109 in the 19th over, even if they finish at 120, I think UAE will be very happy chasing that total in the second innings.
It's run a ball. Can't get any, can't get any simpler than that. And moreover, the wicket now starts to become batting friendly. As the sun's coming out, it's drying up. And getting harder, that surface.
This one's down the leg side and will be called a wide. So another run added to the total. One more ball left in the over. Disciplined bowling so far from UAE. Yes, not given away too many extras. A few buys here and there and a couple of wides down the leg side. But overall, it has been a decent performance. 7 districts. One of our sponsors for this T20 Gulf Cricket Championship. We thank them for their support.
1-1-0 for 7. Back of the length, chipped up, gets a top edge and should be taken. Simple catch once again. Straight to deep fine as another wicket will go down. And we'll check for the no ball and it's a fair delivery. No problems there.
Yeah, good sharp bouncer there. Again, that extra bounce surprising the batter. A mistimed hit and a very simple catch at fine leg. Jawadullah takes it. Another wicket falls. Mohammad Rizwan Butt is out for a golden duck. 110 for 8.
Thank you.
Coming left from over.
वाला सिंगल करूँगा ओके खुला सिंगल नहीं बाकी ना उसमें आ गया बहुत
Right then, Jawadullah comes in to bowl the last over. It's a short ball, catches the call. Again, just doesn't reach the fielder. I think it's through Parashar at mid-off. Still unable to score runs freely, the Bahrain batters.
How quickly do these situations also change? Let's have a look at that short delivery again. A bouncer. Nice catch at the end. To 1-1-0 for 8. And we're saying how quickly the situation changed. Just a few deliveries ago, if Amir was still there, probably that 130, 140 was probably inside. So we thought, he will accelerate from one end. Just needs some support at the other. But since the fall of his wicket, things have just been tumbling down.
Yeah, you're right. Ahmed bin Nasir, he held the key for Bahrain in the first innings. Had he been there, this score would have been 120, 125, maybe 130 as well. And for new batters to come out and score runs, it's not going to be easy.
Sure, we often have now learned in modern day cricket. We've been told this time and again, over and over again, that you've got to wait all the way till the last minute and play the ball very, very late. Playing the ball late is great. You play it all the way till the end, but don't play it so late that you can't time it very well. And that's been one of the biggest struggles for Bahrain today. He once again didn't get into the position right. There's a chance. A direct hit would have put them in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, directed would have been game over for Abbasi. He had all the time in the world and he did take his time, Ali Nasir, but couldn't get the direct hit. Let's look at that again. Collected the ball, had the time, but just couldn't get the aim right. And Rahul Chopra, I think, is it, who's done the backup? Ali Nasir. Good day for him too in the field. Bowled really well. Bowled a wicket maiden. That's off the hips. Junaid Siddiqui will clean that up and will be another single.
I think that wicket maiden over, that was key. That was such a fabulous over. That is the one that turned things around and just brought Bahrain back multiple steps. As it automatically did also put the pressure onto a batter who was well settled at the other end. And what UAE have done absolutely perfectly well in this entire innings is they've kept things simple, haven't tried anything too fancy. They have stayed to their line and lengths. We're seeing the constant attempts. The batters are hitting the ball very hard. From the tail end. And they get one off the willow. They will get one off the willow. And that is going to be the end of the innings.
Yes, a dominating performance from UAE in the first innings. They have restricted Bahrain to 113 in their 20 overs. And when they come out to bat, they'll be chasing 114. They will take that any day. UAE very happy with their performance, and rightly so. Their bowlers have done the job, and now it's the turn of the batters to make it count. Jawadullah completing his spell of 4 overs, giving away 22 runs, was wicketless, but bowled really well according to the conditions. And as a bowling unit, UAE have ticked all the boxes. They've done well, and now they'll want to come out and chase this total down. Bahrain, they've got their work cut out. Not enough runs on the board. They'll have to really bowl well and ensure that they get those early wickets. That's the batting card then for Bahrain. The only standout performer was Ahmed bin Nasir. 58 for him of 42 deliveries. All the others, especially the top order, failed for Bahrain, and that put pressure on the middle orders. They couldn't fire as well, and in the end, with the help of 11 extras, they've managed to get 113 in their allotted 20 overs.
And the contribution all round for bowling from the UAE bowlers. Junaid, 2 of 26. 2 for 21 for Dhruv, 2 for 9 for Ali. And that was that highlight. 21 dot balls from Ali Nasir. 1 for 8 for Simranjeet, and Zohaib, none for 19. Wow, it's been a good run for the home side this morning with the ball.
Yes, UAE got what they wanted earlier today. They were asked to bowl first, and they wanted to bowl first, and that's exactly what they did. They came out with a lot of fire, the fast bowlers ensuring that they get those early wickets. This was the first wicket to fall, the run out, and then a catch at mid-off was the second wicket. Mohammad Wasim getting that wicket. Simranjeet, he too got a wicket on the very first ball of his spell. Ali Nasir completing that catch, and the wickets kept falling at the wrong time for Bahrain. They couldn't build partnerships. Ahmed bin Nasir was the only batter who got some runs, took his time, but then played his shots. Heather, the captain, couldn't do much today and was taken out of the equation early. Wickets kept falling and falling at regular intervals.
They just couldn't get back on, no matter. They did get a few wonderful boundaries, some good looking shots we did see of the willow, but maybe not enough. Not enough for them to get over the mark. So just maybe not enough, but they will need to bowl out of their skins, Bahrain. Let's have a look at some of those mistime shots that we see. Simple catches around the park. This one too, that extra bounce that works for them. So 114 is what UAE will require in their allocated 20.
Yes, they should fancy chasing it down. And we'll find out how that run chase goes after a short break. Stay tuned.
Good morning and welcome back to ICC Cricket Academy. It's day one of ILT20 Gulf Cricket Championship. Bahrain winning the toss and they opted to bat first. And nothing going in favor of them apart from that partnership between Amar and Haider. They were in rebuilding phase, managing 39 runs between them. Amar getting 58 of just 42 and run a ball for Haider. But nothing much to talk about. The top order and the lower down order of Bahrain. They could manage just 113 for the loss of 8 in their allotted 20 overs and 11 extras, helping the cause of Bahrain. And to talk more about the bowling lineup, I do have alongside me is Mohammad Rashid. Rashid, welcome, and things looking good for United Arab Emirates.
Thank you, Mudassir. Yeah, they've started really well. They bowled really well. I think pick of the bowlers was definitely Ali Nasir for me. 9 runs in his 4 overs. And he picked up a couple of wickets. A couple of wickets for Junaid and Dhruv as well. Simranjeet picked up a wicket as well. But the key there was Ali Nasir bowling a lot of dot balls. That's what you need in a T20 game. As you bowl a lot of dot balls, you make sure that you don't allow the batters to settle down and you pick up wickets, and that's exactly what UAE did. They picked up wickets at regular intervals and did not allow Bahrain to settle down.
Oh, rightly said. Now for Bahrain, it's a tough task for the bowlers because they'll be up against the run machine of UAE. It's the captain Mohammad Wasim. Alongside him is a youngster wicketkeeper batter Tanis Suri. 114. They need to get off the mark in style in this tournament. UAE bowlers doing a pretty good job now. It's up to the batter, especially this man. We all know what he can do, especially in the power play.
Oh yeah, he's a destructive batter, Mohammad Wasim. Alongside him, a new opening partner, Tanis Suri. We saw recently it was Alishan Sharif who opening the innings with him, but now it's Tanis Suri. So they've prolonged their batting order. And I think this is a good move from Mohammad Wasim to get the youngster Tanis Suri, another very talented batter, technically very correct as well, and not a lot of run scoring pressure on Tanis Suri. So he'll have to just make sure that he settles there, stays in the middle, and plays alongside Mohammad Wasim. Suri has been very impressive since his debut.
And this has been a hunting ground for Tanis Suri, as we have seen in the under-19 on the previous edition of under-19 last year. He batted well, got plenty of runs, and talking about this international career with UAE, 10 matches, 130 runs. Early days for Tanis Suri, but technically very sound. A strike rate of 100. But what matters is he needs to provide the support to Mohammad Wasim, and quite interestingly, Suri will be on strike.
Yeah, that's Mohammad Wasim for you. Look at that. 2,774 runs in 82 matches. The average pretty healthy. Over just a shade under 37. A best of 112. He's got 20 half centuries, 3 centuries to his name. But look at that strike rate. Brilliant, 154. And meanwhile for Bahrain, it's going to be Mohammad Rizwan Butt to start proceedings. 43 games for him. Economy on the higher side. He bowls in the power play overs. He's got 66 wickets in his T20 career. And today he'll have to bowl out of his skin to put pressure on UAE. They'll need to make sure that they don't give away too many runs, especially in the power play overs.
So all set. It's Suri on strike, runs in Rizwan Butt. Straight away, back of lane delivery. Good field setup, I would say, by Haider, providing that slip which was missing in the first innings from Mohammad Wasim. They need to attack because they're just defending 113. Plenty of coverage on the offside.
Yeah, very aggressive field set. He's got a slip in place, like you mentioned, and it's all about wickets. And if they go on to play 20 overs, UAE are definitely going to chase this down. So it's has to be wickets, and especially in the first 6 overs.
A good start, bowling wicket to wicket. Having a slip in position, if you could change his line a bit, the length is quite good from Rizwan, but always the slip is interesting, especially talking about these surfaces here in ICC Academy. It always helps the seamers with the new ball. You can get that movement and you can trouble the batter.
Yeah, there is a lot of purchase for the fast bowlers. Outside off stump, played in the air and away from the fielder. Those are the first runs on the board for UAE and Tanisuri. Nicely controlled in the gap for a boundary.
Oh, what a start for the young lad off the mark in style. So is UAE with that 4 runs from the blade of Tanisuri. It wasn't a bad delivery, but technically very sound Tanisuri, not trying to hit it hard. So runs on board for UAE.
And that was a good shot, like you mentioned. Slightly shorter length and a little bit of width offered there. Tanisuri did play it in the air, but he made sure that he played it away from the fielder. This is very smart, very intelligent from Tanish. Hitting a boundary, getting to the other end, picking up a single rotating strike. That's what you need in these early overs.
Young but matured cricketer Tanisuri. He has been with the national side past few months and he impressed everyone. We can see that improvement in his wicket keeping as well, but as of now the focus will be on Mohammad Wasim. A lot depends on this batter for UAE.
It's his wicket, is a prize wicket, no matter what the situation is at the moment. UAE are definitely on the front foot. Nicely bowled, and that's played very well. Right under his eyes, right behind the ball, and good start here for Wasim. Looks very confident.
He looks completely different batter when it comes to the shorter format. He loves to play this format. He's one of the top associate players when it comes to the T20 format. Very watchful. 5 runs on board.
That's nicely bowled once again. No width offer whatsoever. Slightly shorter length, but good start here for UAE. They've gotten 5 runs at the end of over number 1. Well, a surprise move here from Bahrain. I thought they would probably persist with the faster bowlers, but they've gone to their ace left-arm spinner, Abdul Majid Abbasi. 4 wickets in his T20 career. Just 9 games, so very early days for him in his career, but he's a very, very talented bowler. And Mudassir, he can pick up early wickets, and that is the reason why I think he's been given the new ball.
Indeed, the figures not justifying his talent. Rightly said by you, early days for Abdul in his T20 high career for Bahrain. So slip in position. Astute captaincy from Haider. He wants to attack. He wants to get rid of these openers. So spinner into the attack early in this innings.
That's nicely bowled. He's got 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. He's got a deep square leg in position and a long off. So remember, we are in the power play overs, so only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard, and I think this is a good move from Bahrain. Look at how wide that first slip fielder is standing at, Mudassir. That tells you that he does back himself to turn the ball away from the right-hander.
A good start, and it will be a surprise delivery if he can bowl away from right-hander. Is there a trap for Tanisuri?
Tanish comes down the track but doesn't get the hang of that. He'll have to be careful here. He's been brought in to pick up a wicket, and straight away you see Mohammad Wasim going down to Tanisuri and probably telling him to take his time. We don't have a lot of runs to chase down. We can't afford to lose wickets, especially in the first 6 overs. Don't give a sniff to Bahrain. If they don't lose wickets, and even if they get to 30-odd runs in the power play, I think that'll be a good start for UAE.
Rightly said. They're just chasing 114, so won't hurt playing few dot deliveries in the power play. And good to see straight away Mohammad Wasim walking towards the youngster and giving him a piece of advice not to throw his wicket.
Yeah, the runs will flow in if you are out there. Slightly fuller, played down the ground. Will be a single. And I think this is a good move also because Mohammad Wasim, he enjoys pace on the deliveries. A slower bowler, he'll be forced to use his power, and sometimes as a batter when you are new to the crease and you try to hit the ball too hard, you mistime it. And I think that's the opportunity which Bahrain are waiting for. Majid has started really well. He's given away just 1 run in his 5 deliveries. Slightly quicker to Mohammad Wasim and flatter as well, not like how he was bowling to Tanis Suri. So there's a plan set for each batter. Brilliant over from Majid comes to an end. Given away just 1 run in that. 2 overs completed. It's 6 for no loss. It's going to be Rizwan to continue. Gave away 5 in his first over. Oh, that's a good delivery. Very close to the outside edge. Wonderfully bowled. That's the kind of length you need to bowl. Force the batter to play at you.
A beautifully bowled. Was caught in 2 minds. No slip in position, quite interestingly. He's looking good, Rizwan, but catching gully. Point cover, extra cover, and mid off.
Oh, that one's taken a bit of bounce there and nicely negotiated at the end by Tanisuri, just guiding that towards deep third.
Rashid, your thoughts about this change at the top of the order, because you were there for this ICC qualifier in Qatar where UAE opted with Mohammad Wasim and Ali Shan, and both the batters, they were rich in form when it comes to getting those runs in the power play.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting move. Tanisuri opening the batting order for UAE gives them that opportunity to prolong the batting order. Ali Shan coming at number 3. They've got Asif Khan as well. Ali Nasir. I think they had an issue at number 6, number 7 position, which this might just solve for them. That's nicely bowled. Wasim wanted to pick up a single and get off the mark. Remember, this is the 4th delivery he's faced. He's yet to get off the mark, and as a batter, no matter how good a form you are in, you want to get that first run.
A rare sight, struggling to get off the mark. 7 runs on board. He already faced 4 deliveries. But we all know what damage he can do, especially when he keeps on going with those lusty blows. And there you go, off the mark, but not in a convincing way.
Yeah, that was nowhere near the middle of the bat. But I think as a batter, he'll just want to get off the mark. That's important for him. Now that that first run is around the corner, he's just going to make sure that he gets some runs. That was a good delivery. Wanted to just heave that extra bit of bounce. This is a wicket where we've seen in the first innings as well, Mohammad Jawadullah getting extra bit of bounce. Ali Nasir was getting the ball to jag around, seam away from the batters. So both these batters need to be very careful. That's nicely bowled once again on the stumps, and Tanisuri defends that quite nicely. Gets right behind the ball, and as we were talking about how good he is technically, that's the kind of batter you need in the first 6 overs when the ball is doing something for the bowlers. You want to just take that shine away, so you set the platform for the others to come in and follow.
As of now, he's in control, Tanis Suri, not trying to go hard, especially against Rizwan, but the key will be wickets for Bahrain as of now.
Oh, that's jagged into him. Does a little too much. Half-hearted appeal as well, but this has been a brilliant over from Rizwan. Just 2 runs off it. 3 completed, it's 8 for no loss. By Imran Javed Anwar. Just 1 over given to Abdul Majid. He's picked up 54 wickets in his career, 64 games for him. Economy once again a shade over 7.8. I think that has been a problem for Bahrain. They have all their bowlers are higher on the economy side. Now, that's a trivia for you. Who does Imran remind you of his bowling action?
The same question was asked by you. Still, I remember it was in Qatar, the first edition of Gulf Cup. If I'm not wrong, Sohail Tanvir, the fast bowler of Pakistan, still playing those leagues, still fit enough.
Well, you got it right then, you got it right now as well. Oh, that's up in the air. Opportunity and taken. First wicket down. Imran strikes straight away. That's a big wicket. Tanish Suri, the youngster, unable to keep it down. I'll have to walk back.
Good captaincy from Haider, just an over for Abdul, and strikes in his first over. Responding to the call of the captain was Imran Javed. The young Tanish Suri trying to break the shackles, and everything is fine with that front foot. Wanted to pull ball, just rushing on to Suri. The easy catch taken at mid-on by Rizwan. But so the first casualty for UAE, Tanish Suri departs after making 9 on board. They have lost Suri.
New batter is Alishan Sharafu, another very prolific run scorer for UAE. He's been in good touch in the recent past. 1,117 runs in his 47 matches. Healthy average as well, over 30. And a best of 90 unbeaten. Very good strike rate as well, Mudassir. 132, that's what you need from your top order. You'd want them to click. But he's come out at a situation where UAE haven't scored too many runs and have lost a wicket. That's nicely bowled and equally well played. Got on top of the bounce and played it along the carpet. That last delivery for Tanish Suri, I think that just hurried on to him and got an extra bit of bounce as well. And easy catch at mid-on.
He could have easily gone towards that mid-off region, but nevertheless, the wicket going down. Good news for Bahrain. Nicely managed. And talking about Ali Shan, what I like about this young lad is the way he forced way in this team. Good comeback. Had an excellent domestic season. Got those big hundreds. Now looking in good touch, as we have seen them. He was among the runs in Qatar for UAE.
Well, yeah, I think since his playing days, since his under 19 days, he's been performing well, and like you mentioned, he's forced his way into the playing 11. Oh, that's a good delivery, going with the angle on that occasion. Play and a miss for Alishan Sharafu. Just 9 runs on the board so far. Imran has picked up a wicket.
The key is line and length. Getting some extra bounce as well as some movement. Still a slip in position. A good captaincy from Haider.
Yeah, you could see in the last delivery, not much sweet movement from Alishan. Oh, that's cut and cut well. They've got protection in the deep. But Alishan will get off the mark. He'll keep strike for the next over. 4 completed. Good over this one from Imran. Successful one. 10 for 1 after 4.
Yeah, scoring like. Thank you.
Ten for 1. UAE just losing Tanisuri in the previous over. A lot of responsibility on Alishan Sharafu. Oh, that's a brilliant delivery. Just a hint of away movement, holding its shape there. Brilliant from Rizwan.
They're piling up the pressure on the batters, not leaking easy boundaries. Just a lone boundary so far in this innings, that too from the blade of Tanis Suri. Now he's back in the hut. Rizwan, but not leaking runs. He's creating that pressure and forcing the batters on the back foot.
Oh, a bit of width offered and good fielding effort at point. But they will cross through for a single. That shows Alishan Sharafu is not going to back away. If the ball is there to be hit, he's going to go for his shots. That was timed well, but very good effort in the deep, in the circle there from the fielder.
Cautious start from Alishan as well as from Wasim, but full marks should be given to the fielder at the point. A full length dive, saving some runs. Chasing 114. It's a dead start. They have lost a wicket here.
On the pads, nicely tucked away towards short fine leg. Well, Wasim hasn't had too many deliveries to his name. He's just faced 7 deliveries for his 3 runs. Tanisuri had the bulk of the deliveries to his name, but he's back in the hut now. A lot of thinking, pondering for the youngster. He'll just have to get his temperament right. Otherwise, I think he's a brilliant cricketer. 3 more deliveries to go. Nicely bowled once again from Rizwan. Back off length. And making sure he doesn't give any width to the batters.
The early days in this tournament for both the sides. UAE going with a new pair, the top of the order, not working in their favor. Likes of Tanis Suri back in the hut.
Yeah, he's a brilliant cricketer, young Tanis Suri. That's nicely done by Alishan Sharafu. That's what these two will need to do. Now the boundaries are not easy to get on this wicket. It's not a very easy wicket to bat on. They'll have to make sure they keep rotating strike and not lose wickets.
Now the key will be taking those singles, rotating the strike. The boundaries are hard to come. They're just chasing 114. They have that cushion to chase this target. 9 wickets in hand.
Once again, quick single taken. Well, rather stolen there. Oh, a misfield. Nobody backing up. That will allow them to cross through for at least a couple more. Wasim is very quick between the wickets and he'll make his ground at the end. A risky second there, but nonetheless, runs for UAE. 3 of them to complete the over. 5 completed. 16 for 1, and there's going to be a change in the voices in the com box to take you through the next 5. It's going to be Harman and Charvi.
So after 5 overs, 16 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's the last over of the power play, and Imran Javad's going to come to bowl this. And with me in the com box, it's the dynamic Charvi.
Thank you, Harman.
Starts off well.
Hasn't been an easy cruise through, I guess. There's been a few struggles. So it's been a mixed bag for UAE in this chase, chasing a target of 114.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. The wicket's been a bit tricky. Here comes Imran. Wasim's called for 2 right away. He's played that well. Has he found the fence of the fielder? Some football skills. Might even look for the 3rd. And Ali Shan and Wasim have an excellent coordination together. Chavi.
Oh, that's very good running. That's exactly what you need to do, is convert the 2s into 3s. You're just putting that additional pressure onto the fielding side. Let's have a look at that one. Nicely done. Cut away. And then ran the second one halfway through really hard. Wasim, it was his call. And made it to 3.
That's been swung away. That's a 4. Got that from the top edge. And a boundary for Ali Shan Sharafu. They want to put on runs in the last over of the power play, Chavi.
You're always the advantage when you only have 2 outside the 30-yard ring. And you want to accelerate, and you want to ensure that you get most of it. So it's done well. And also, opening game of the tournament, you finish off with a win with a good run rate. Always gives you the upper hand going later on.
That's again extended the arms beautifully. Will be a single. And as you mentioned, Chavi, during the business end of the tournament, yes, that net run rate will be very handy because only the top 2 teams will go to play the finals in the Dubai International Stadium. So you want to be at the top because this tournament could be a tricky one. There will be a few upsets, I feel.
Oh, surely so. Tournaments like these, we need some drama, don't we?
Surely.
Just to keep things a little spicy.
Here comes Imran with the 5th delivery. 8 so far. So beautifully played. Will be a single through covers. There's a fielder in the deep, so a single for Wasim. It's very important for Wasim and Ali Shan to stay and build up a partnership.
24 for 1. Just 2 more deliveries remaining in the power play. Target of 114. There's a partnership that has been built up. And how do you judge a good partnership? By the number of balls both the batters have played, and both of them played equal number of balls. So always very, very beneficial.
That's going to be the end of the over. Also the end of the power play. Been a little tricky one to start off things for UAE, having lost that early wicket of Tanish Suri. 25 for the loss of 1 in the power play. We're coming in live from the ICC Academy, Dubai. So there's the signal. The power play coming to an end. It's going to be Imran coming in just after that power play is completed. 5 fielders will be allowed outside the 30-yard circle. That's the field spread. He's got that fielder. The deep covers. Deep point. A long off, long on. Wasim will be on strike to face the first delivery of Imran's spell. Has been beautifully timed. There is protection in the deep. He's looking for the second. This could be a mix-up. Goes back, just back in time. Risky running, Chavi.
Yeah, they will need to be wary of that. Don't want to get too ahead of yourself. Ahead in the game you are. 26 for 1. Ali Shan 8 of 11. Wasim on 11 of 12. Oh, once again does get the fish outside edge. The very feather. Nicely bowled. Gets that slight shape away from the right-hander. And Bahrain get another wicket.
26 for 2. Alishan Sharafu departs. Little hint of swing. That's a big wicket. And that's that fair ball delivery. And that's how Ali Sharif with that deft touch. He was trying to play that late cut. Edged away and the keeper making no mistakes. This is a big blow. 26 for the loss of 2. He walks back 8 from 12. A good catch there by Prashant. And Imran strikes in his very first over.
Yeah, no footwork whatsoever. From Alishan Sharafu. So Asif Khan will walk out there. To join his skipper Mohammad Wasim. And sometimes in low scoring games, it's just the battle about patience and how patient you are going to be through and through.
It's all about building your innings and being very careful with that approach. Has to be a little conservative approach. You got to look for those singles and doubles. It's less than run a ball to win this game. Asif Khan, talented batter, 37 games, 852 runs, averages 27. And has got a best score of 74 not out. And that strike rate of 136. He's a good batter. Alongside Wasim, they both have made a lot of partnerships in the past. They like batting with each other. But Imran Khan getting that wicket will also be high in confidence.
26 for 2. They've kept the run rate in check too for UAE. He's bowled some good lines. He's also getting a little bit of assistance off the surface, Imran Khan.
That was a good delivery. In swinging delivery. And that's how that last wicket of Ali Shan had come in for Bahrain. Edged away and Imran with that celebration. He was not even appealing because he knew that finger was going up. Zahid Usman, the on-field umpire, alongside Gopa Kumar.
.26 for 2. Once again, that ball moving away. And just fishing at it this time. Thickish for Asif. And lucky he gets away with it. There was a slip in place too.
Yeah, had he got a fly slip, the fly slip would have taken that catch. It was a good delivery. He's swinging it in and out both, so he can be a very lethal bowler at this stage. Imran, he looks in good touch. He's found his rhythm in the very first over, and very important to get your control, that line and length right from the word go, and especially in this low scoring game.
It can get tricky. You know, we would always look at it from a batting side saying 114 less than run a ball. It's never really that easy. It gets trickier, especially your wickets may not fall, but if you're not getting the runs on board, especially in a T20, the more dot balls you play, the more pressure you're bringing on yourself.
I think this is where the maturity of these two batters will be on display, especially with Wasim having so much of global exposure and being one of the most talented players. That current run rate, 4.10, the required has now jumped towards 6.53. Keep that in mind. And these dot deliveries will build it up even more.
The moment that required rate hits about 9.5 to 10 runs and over, hey, we've got a game on.
For sure.
Here we go again. Oh, not a bad delivery. A good looking in-swinging delivery from Imran Khan himself. It's been a good over, picking up a wicket. Just 3 runs coming up from it. 7 gone, 28 for 2 are UAE in the chase of 114.
आजा आजा ओए
And the right move, getting in Imran to continue. The left armour with the angle might just tease the batter a little bit. 1 for 11 in his first 2. 7 overs. They've done well to keep the UAE batters a little silent, I would say. Another wicket or 2 before the end of 10th over. Chavi, I'm telling you, Bahrain could give this game an exciting contest in hand.
Oh, yes, they would. 28 for 2. They'll fancy their chances, of course. Opening game, you always want to start with a win into the tournament. 2 is the call, and they will just settle for the 1. So making sure that every run is saved every time there's an opportunity to get an extra. Not seen too many boundaries yet so far in this innings. It's going to be hard work out there in the center. Also, it's getting warmer in the day now as we approach the afternoon.
Yeah, I feel as the sun beats down on the wicket, I think it gets an even better track to play on. The early morning conditions are always tricky. 29 for 2. Here comes Imran. Well left. Respecting the bowler, Asif. He's a very seasoned campaigner, very experienced. And this has to be shown on display today. Chavi, it's going to be very tricky.
The ball is doing something off the surface even now. But the track gets better. And look at that. And it's not the bounce that you would expect either. There are some areas on that surface that the ball does tend to skid on and stay low.
It's about hitting the deck hard. Oh, he's crunched that away. Has he got enough bat? Looks like it's going to sail away for a boundary. A welcome 4 for UAE. And Asif gets that away for a 4. A little short and puts it away.
You were talking about hitting the deck hard. He hit this one hard and got it on the willow. For Asif, nicely done. Knows exactly where the fielder is, so the field awareness is so important as a batter. And knew there's nobody there at that deep mid-wicket region. Not the best of Imran Khan balls. I think we've seen him in the previous couple of overs. He's bowled some really good deliveries. That's much better.
And I feel this is the length that you should opt for. I think anything around that 4th or 5th stump would be helpful on this wicket. And if you can get that swing, I might also like to see a slip come in. Just that one over that you might want to bring in and just add on that dimension. Because Asif has just walked in. And you want to make things difficult for him. You don't want him to settle. Once he gets settled, this game would be done and dusted. Alongside the likes of Wasim.
33 for 2. Well, that's really good. And I like the fact that Bahrain has adapted, especially on the offside, a slightly attacking approach to UAE. They don't want to have anything let loose easy. 33 for 2. Target of 114.
These low-scoring thrillers, I tell you.
Well, what will be exciting if we go all the way till the last 3 overs? That will be exciting. And there's a chance. A direct hit would have been troublesome. But Mohammad Wasim, he is quick.
Surely he's quick. Makes it just in time. That direct hit would have been very interesting. Probably should have got him back as well. 34 for the loss of 2 after 8. Imran Khan to continue. 1 for 3 in the previous one. Starts off with that wide delivery, sliding down the leg. Good take there from the wicket keeper. It's missing that length, Javi. He's trying a little too extra, you feel?
Yeah, I just feel that sometimes you've got to keep things a little too simple. But you know where that there's always this time that comes in a match where it tends to get stuck between the two sides. You don't really know in whose favor the game is drifting away. And in situations like that, especially when that asking rate is now up at 6.58, he gets this one away. It's just not enough on the ball for it to just trickle away into the fence, so they will get a couple of runs.
It's not coming onto the bat easily. You could see that he's also trying to pull that away. 7 districts. Coming in live from the lovely ICC Academy, Oval number 1 from Dubai. 7 districts.
.37 on board already. Back of the lane delivery. And well, this time he will find the gap. The fielders are unmoved. Nicely done. A bit of a release shot just to ease off the pressure of the over. He gets a much needed boundary.
Yeah, bowled it shot towards him and he's pulled it away. That was a very good shot. And Asif Khan has been known for that. He's an aggressive batter. And he's put that away for a 4. A couple of bounces and crawling away. No fielder in the deep. He's been playing with the field. There's a change in field now. They've opted for a deep point. A short third. A late cut. Trying to play the ball as late as possible. Dot delivery.
We're just nearing that halfway of the innings mark into the 9th over we are. And if you just reassess the position that both the teams are in, Bahrain, they need to pick up wickets. They've put a stoppage to the run flow. Well, here we go. This one's coming all the way to us and will come through the comm box. It's going to be a massive, massive hit.
Asif Khan doing what Asif Khan is known for. That was absolutely crunched. For a second we had to move off the way. I thought it's coming straight into the box. That was a good shot. Again, back of length delivery and he's pulled that away. And the fielder was a mere spectator when he hits it so well. A half a dozen will ease a lot of tensions as well, I would say. And Asif Khan has brought UAE now back towards that required run rate, dropping towards 5.5, which is really good news for them.
When you're chasing, it's always that battle between what's your current run rate and what's required. So 48 for 2. And we were talking about reassessing the positions. We were saying Bahrain did well in keeping the run rate in check. But something that they've got to do here is also maybe look to pick up a lot more wickets in the process.
I feel this over they've given away a lot too few many runs. He's got to reload for that. Missing his run up. The current run rate just around 6, close to 6, which is not bad while chasing 114.
Yeah, isn't bad. Because now you know you've put yourself a bit of a misfield again. And now you know you've put yourself in a position where you will have an opportunity to ease out in a few middle overs if need be. So that'll be the end of the over. Not a bad over this from a UAE perspective. 15 runs coming off it. 9 gone, 49 for 2.
Talk about experience. Abdul Majid Abbasi. A very good over to start off things. None for one. He's brought back for the 10th over with Asif hitting 19 from 13. Comes the first delivery. Catcher was the call. Just away from the bowler. Call it half a chance to start the over. And the 50 is up with that single for UAE.
These are the cheeky opportunities that you tend to. Look at him. Look at that flow on. Comes in very slowly. You think he's going to toss up the ball, but then goes and hits the ball hard. So just putting that batter in that tentative mindset. Look at that once again.
That's going to be a dot delivery. This battle is going to be interesting. Asif versus Abdul Majid. Because we've seen Asif hit those big hits in the previous over. The previous over has just changed the game in the favor of UAE all the way. Good bounce. Unexpected bounce. That is what Abdul Majid is known for. As you mentioned, he's not shy to toss it up and then will bring in that quicker delivery.
His action is very deceiving. When he does come in, it just feels like he's going to toss one up in the air. And then you go, he hits that shoulder really hard. Look at that.
Well, Asif has got his ideas clear that he's going to look for the big shot. That's hit him just around the knee roll. This again has been a very good over so far. It's the replay. Had he connected, that was out of the park. Nonetheless, a dot ball. Just a single of the first 4. It's been guided away for a single. They need silent overs. Bahrain need to bowl disciplined overs.
Just a few tight overs, maybe a wicket here and there. They might just come back into the game. But that 15-run over, the previous one, that will hit them. One more delivery remaining in this over now, as we are reaching the halfway stage. And they'll nicely done. So that will be the end of the over. So at the halfway stage, 10 overs gone. It's 52 for 2. There will be a short drinks break, and while that happens, we'll also have changes in the voices in the comm box. It's going to be Rashid and Shoaib to take you through.
10 overs, 52 for 2. That's the current batting scorecard for UAE. Wasim and Asif, the two experienced campaigners out there in the middle for UAE. Wasim on 16 and Asif on 20. Rahul Chopra to come out to bat next, and then the two all-rounders, Dhruv Parashar and Ali Nasir. So 10 overs through, another 10 overs to go, 52 on the board. 2 wickets lost so far, and let's have a look at those 2 wickets. First up, it was Tanish Suri who played that one towards mid-on, and then Ali Nasir was caught behind. Nicely bowled. So they too are exploiting these conditions well, the Bahrain bowlers. My name is Shoaib, and with me in the com box is Rashid. Rashid, good afternoon, good morning in fact, and welcome.
Thank you, Shoaib. Yeah, 2 wickets have gone down for UAE. Change in the bowling as well. Salman to come into the attack. 52 for 2 after 10, chasing 114 at UAE. I think Bahrain have done really well. I enjoyed the way they bowled the faster bowlers, especially they came out with a plan, and that has worked for them. Just one extra given in the first 10 overs, that tells you that it's been a very disciplined bowling effort so far, defending a low total. They haven't let the batters settle down. There is a bit of partnership, a good partnership between Wasim and Asif at the moment, the two experienced players for UAE. We'll have to restart now. 16 of 17 for Wasim. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Slower in the air. That one just went with the arm from Salman.
Yeah, good start from Salman in this over. Wasim will have to bat through the innings. Now, this is a very unusual knock from Wasim. Normally, you see him go all guns blazing in the first 6 overs of the power play, but he's played a sedate knock, and that is because he knows what the target is. Full and wide, and this one's been smashed towards the wide long off fielder. Will only get a single.
Yeah, I think I've enjoyed how Wasim has really changed the nature of his batting. Like you mentioned, he likes to go after the bowling, but with a bit of difficulty in batting. Oh, that one was cut very close to the stumps. Asif needs to be careful. These two are the most experienced batters for UAE, and like you mentioned, one of them has to make sure that they play the 20 overs, or at least till they get to the total.
Yeah, the two of the most prolific run scorers for UAE in the domestic circuit. These two always have a competition in any series or tournament they play. They're always looking to compete and be the top scorer for their side and in the tournament as well. So these two know how to bat, and they know how to chase totals down. That's a big hit, mighty from Wasim, and we know that when he hits, they stay hit. Another maximum for the skipper.
Has played really well. Got down on one knee very early, read the length, and deposited that for a maximum to end the over. Good end to the over for UAE. 11 completed. It's 60 for 2.
शाबाश माजिद एक टाइट ओवर यार
So 11 over 60 on the board for UAE, thanks to that brilliant hit on the last ball of the over. It's going to be Abbasi who will start the proceedings in this over. A single taken. Let's look at that 6 again from Wasim. What a hit that was, Rashid.
Yeah, that was a very good hit. Got down on one knee and then deposited that quite nicely. Got it from the meat of the blade and didn't want to keep it along the carpet. Always wanted to hit it in the air. Very intelligent batting this. Very impressive as well from Mohammad Wasim. It's not very easy to change the nature of your game.
Yes, this is, like I said, very unusual from Wasim, but good to see that. Now makes room for himself. Plays it towards a long off. And this is what you can expect from your skipper, what you should expect. A sensible knock. Run a ball innings from Wasim. Asif too has scored 22 of 20. Wants a run, but no chance there.
Very well bowled, Majid.
Nice bowling by Majid. There's not a lot of turn on offer, Rashid, but he still managed to hold on to his own and not give away too much.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think they don't have a big total on the board, so you'll have to be very accurate with your line and length. Nicely bowled once again, but this is where the experience comes in from Mohammad Asif. He's making sure that he keeps rotating strike and not let the bowler settle down to one length. And bowlers normally don't enjoy when you pick up singles on every delivery. They'd rather be taken for boundaries than picking up singles on every delivery.
Yes, when you know your target, you can plan your innings accordingly. Last ball of the over to come. 3 deliveries bowled so far. 3 runs rather given so far in the over. Brings out the sweep, Wasim, and plays that towards square leg. Will be a single to end the 12th over. 4 runs off it. It's 64 for 2.
Bowling right jam over.
Another change in the bowling. It's going to be Sarfaraz to come in. 12 overs completed, 64 for 2. UAE have gotten a good partnership going. 34 wickets for Sarfaraz. Oh, that's quicker. Yes, no. A bit of miscommunication between the two, but eventually they pick up a single.
Yeah, gentle medium pacer, Sarfaraz. I remember he was also the captain of the Bahrain team. I think sometime last year. Opened the innings with the bat for them. There was a quadrangular series in Oman when Bahrain was playing, and he was the captain there. Now playing as a bowler. Very experienced, Sarfaraz. And very disciplined as well.
Yeah, he's been bowling wicket to wicket, not giving anything away. Not allowing any width to Asif, who's waiting for those loose deliveries. But I think this is a good batting effort from Mohammad Asif. Run the ball 24 for Asif Khan. Oh, that one was mighty close to the off stump. Slightly slower, didn't bounce as much as Wasim was expecting it to bounce. A lucky escape for Mohammad Wasim.
Yeah, playing across the line, Wasim, and that ball did keep a bit low. Luckily, missing the stumps for him. A little, yeah, just playing the wrong line. Should have played it straight. And because he's not all that quick, when he bowls short, you tend to play towards mid-wicket. Now this 2 has been played in the air. Is that a chance? No, it's just going to sail over the fielders stationed at that mid-wicket region, and that's another 6 for Mohammad Wasim.
Yeah, this one slightly fuller, slightly straighter to Mohammad Wasim, allowing him to get under the ball and place it nicely. Once again, didn't try to overhit it. Got a lot of elevation on that, but distance as well. Look at that. Nice follow through. Did go across the line. That's how Wasim plays. Likes to go after the bowlers if it's in the slot. And as soon as he hit that, he knew that's going to go all the way. Oh, this played nicely in the gap. They'll come back for 2. Good running between the wickets. This is excellent cricket from Mohammad Wasim.
Yeah, smart and sensible. Wasim and getting 2 runs to finish the over. Fruitful over for UAE after 13 overs. It's 74 for 2.
13 overs completed, 74 for 2. UAE require 40 or 42 deliveries. It's going to be Majid to continue. Wade played straight to point, no chance of a run. Good early call there from Mohammad Wasim. Wisely denying that single.
Yeah, that was hit and hit straight to the fielder. Too much of timing on that one. So doesn't get the opportunity to take a run, but he's middling the ball, and that's good news for UAE. Not so good news for Bahrain. They need a wicket and they need it now. They need to break this partnership. But not that way, because this one's been smoked towards the mid-wicket region. That's gone the distance. And this time it's Asif joining the party.
Well, that was bludgeoned out of the park. Very good hit from Asif Khan. A touch full from Majid in the slot, and that's the kind of deliveries Asif Khan really waits for. Once he saw that length, his eyes lit up, and well, that was a mighty good shot for a maximum. UAE in complete control of this game at the moment. Good partnership this between the two stalwarts of UAE cricket. And for Bahrain, like you mentioned, I think they have to pick up now wickets in a bunch.
Well, not that way. This one's going the distance too. Huge maximum from Asif Khan. Back-to-back sixes.
Once again, not a very good follow-up delivery there from Majid. And normally you see a batter, somebody like Asif, he'll hit a six, pick up a single, but as soon as he saw that length once again, well, he was not going to wait for it. Christmas came early for him, in the slot and out of the park.
A mighty hit. That was six on any ground. That was hit fiercely. And he does enjoy playing it straight down the ground. We've seen him hit some really big sixes in that region. Finally, the ball is back.
Well, you were talking about competition between the two. It's a healthy competition, I'll tell you that. And it's quite evident out there at the moment as well. 36 of 27 for Asif, 34 of 28 for Wasim. So not much difference between the two.
Yeah, and I think there's a competition of six hitting going on between them. Who hits more sixes? Both these batters are known for big hitting. Takes a single this time. And I'm sure they will be looking to get to that 50-run mark as well. That personal milestone. Who gets there first? That race is on here.
Well, now they've got the game in complete control. Oh, makes room for himself. Mohammad Wasim was trying to go for a big shot. Nicely bowled at the end.
Yeah, I've liked the way Majid has bowled. There's not much on offer for the spinners, but he's still bowled really well, except for this over where he's been hit for 2 sixes. Otherwise, he's bowled really well. Will be a single to end the over and the spell for Majid. 4 overs, he gave away 22 runs. And after 14 overs, UAE very comfortable out there in the middle. 88 for 2. 26 more runs needed of 36 balls. So the equation seems to be very simple for UAE with 8 wickets in hand. They'll want to get to that total as soon as possible.
Sarfaraz to continue. That's bounced a little too high there from over the seam. Very lucky that it's fallen in no man's land. The Bahrain need to pick up wickets. You're talking about how they need to finish this early. I think you're right. The top 2 teams will get into the finals, so there's no semi-final. So you have to make sure that you have a healthy run rate. And this is an opportunity for UAE to make sure they close this game early and get their net run rate correct.
True that. It's going to be a very closely fought contest between these sides. So every opportunity to strengthen their net run rate is going to be vital. In the slot again, and Asif Khan goes big towards the onside. That is a huge hit, and another 6 for Asif Khan.
Well, that one went miles up in the air and had the distance as well. That's how well Asif hits them. Once he gets settled down in the slot, you can't really bowl those kind of lengths to Mohammad Asif Khan. He's always going to hit you for maximums. He's raced on to 43 of just 30 deliveries, inching closer to his personal milestone as well.
That's better length from Sarfaraz. But he's already given away that 6 and the damage is done in the over. 43 for Asif now. Wasim will be facing the next ball and expect some fireworks from Wasim as well in this over.
Oh yeah, he's on 36 of 31, so he's slightly behind Asif Khan. He would want to catch up and catch up early. Oh, goes for that paddle shot, connects well. That's nicely played. Good game awareness there from Wasim. Gets a boundary.
Yeah, risky, very risky, but when you can pull it off, doesn't look all that bad as well. The 100 comes up for UAE with that lap shot, shuffled across, knew exactly where the fielders were. There was no fine leg and he's exploited that gap very well.
A very good awareness there from Wasim. It was a risky shot, but when it pays off, when you get it right, it does pay off quite nicely. Wasim 40 on 32. 14 more required of 31 deliveries.
Heaved towards the onside, flat, one bounce, straight to mid-wicket. A single to end the 15th over with 30 balls to go. UAE need 13 runs to win. 101 for 2.
Well, last 5 overs remaining. And just the 13 more runs to win. Both these batters in their 40s. Mudassar, welcome in the com box.
Looking good, Wasim and Asif inching closer to their personal milestone. Hit with soft hands. Getting Asif Khan back on strike. What a partnership. Rescue Rangers for UAE.
100%. Both these batters have been the man with the plan, I would say. But this too will be the men with the plan. And Asif, he's got an opportunity to get towards his half century. Is that straight towards the fielder? Will be a dot ball. You don't see dot deliveries much from Asif Khan.
Especially when he is on a roll. Got better off Abdul Majid. Now can he get a maximum to reach his personal milestone?
That was a good shot. It's not in the gap. Will be a couple of runs. A little fumble from the fielder Imran in the deep. 2 runs takes him to 46. A boundary away from his half century. And UAE required 10 to win from 27 to start off the T20 Gulf Cricket Championship with a victory.
Way outside the off stump and played straight towards Haider. So keeping it simple, not giving anything to Asif Lala. A good battle between bat and ball.
Yeah, played that away from the body. Head back to the bowler. The weight game for the 50 still continues. A 6 and a 4 is more than enough for UAE to get towards that victory. And there's 2 points. And there he goes for the big shot. Hasn't really hit it so well. Will only be a single. The fielder in the deep. End of the over. 16 overs done. It's 105 for the loss of 2 wickets, with 9 more to win from 24. So last 4 overs remaining. It's going to be Rizwan Butt with the ball in hand. Asif's on 47 from 36. He's played a splendid knock. He's taken his team home. Just 9 more runs away from that victory. And when he came in, situation was a bit tricky. It wasn't really easy to get on. Slight change in field. The long off has been called inside the circle.
Hit with soft hands, running hard for the second run. And easily coming back for the second run, Asif Khan. So he moves to 49. A calculative innings. We have witnessed a controlled aggression from Asif Khan throughout this innings.
Yes, he's batted really, really well. And there hasn't been much risk. Even the big shots that he's hit, he's cleared them with a lot of ease. And he's such a batter. Explosive. He's 1 run away from that 50. Is that going to be a wide? Yes, it is. Sliding down the leg. Just the 6 more runs to win Mudassar now.
6 for UAE and a single for Asif Khan to go past 50 runs. What a start to this man with the bat for UAE. Always among the runs, Asif Khan.
And with that single, the 50 will come up. Huge applause in that dugout. All happy faces. With Asif Khan getting that 50. There's that bat. He raises up. He's such a talent. And there you can see All smiles and a half century. 4 sixes, 2 boundaries. That striker of 131. And he's batted really well. Applauded as well by the skipper Mohammad Wasim, who also has batted really well. He's played the skipper's knock.
A well-deserved 50 for Asif Khan. Rightly said, full mark should be given to Mohammad Wasim, the way he constructed this innings. Plan remains the same, running hard. It's a longer boundary towards the leg side and exploiting those big gaps quite well, Wasim and Asif. And good to see the fitness level of these two cricketers. It's not easy. These are big grounds, and as a batter you always need to make sure to convert those singles into doubles.
Rightly mentioned. Very important to take those singles as well. Dot deliveries are something that you don't want to have in this contest. And Wasim can get towards his 50 as well with that big hit. Just the 3 more runs to win. And I feel Wasim will go for the big shot. He will go for the glory hit to seal the deal in some style. 3 to win from 21. Hasn't really got that from the middle. Chance of a run out, a direct hit could have been interesting. And they will come back for the second, courtesy of that overthrow from the skipper Haider. He moves on to 46. And just 1 more run to win, Mudassar.
The scores are level. And he moves to 46, so 1 hit away from what could be his 21st T20 international 50. Look at that excellent running between the wickets by Mohammad Wasim. A wayward throw. We have seen a controlled aggression from these two batters. An excellent knock from Wasim as well as from Asif Khan. The big man goes towards that corner. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, some work for the fielder, but what matters is the 50 for Mohammad Wasim, and in style UAE wins this game by 8 wickets in hand. Yeah. What a knock from captain of UAE, Mohammad Wasim. Gets to his 21st T20 international 50.
And there's that summary. UAE win by 8 wickets. The skipper getting towards that 4. His 50 up. All around smiles for them. And what a way to start the ILT20 Gulf Cricket Championship. The host, UAE, beating Bahrain by 8 wickets. And that tally now moves on to, with UAE having that upper hand. They've had some good contests. And Asif Khan, he's been the man who took off the pressure, I feel. The way he came in with that aggressive approach. 1 over where 15 runs came. I think that is where the changing point would have been. And Asif Khan after that, he was flawless. And the skipper took his time and then converted that into the big hits.
A good start to the tournament for UAE boys, especially keeping in mind the bowlers doing a pretty good job. They lost a couple of quick wickets, but it was up to Mohammad Wasim and experienced Asif Khan to get those 2 points for UAE. Both the batters getting 50 in this opening game of ILT T20 Gulf Cricket Championship 2024. Good to see shake of hands between both the parties. A good job done by UAE fast bowlers as well as the spinners. A complete performance from UAE boys.
So all smiles for UAE and disappointment for Bahrain. It was at the toss, I feel. Winning the toss and deciding to go for a bat. Whereas you know the early morning conditions can be a bit tricky. As the sun beats down, the batting gets better. There's the UAE batting card. Tanish, 7 from 14. Wasim not out for 50 from 37. Ali Shan, he was out for 8 from 12. And Asif Khan getting that half century from 38 deliveries. They do have a lot of batting as well and completing this in 16.5 overs. That net run rate will also be affected because of this.
The bowlers tried their best. They started off really well, keeping things tight in the power play. Imran getting a wicket in his very first over. So was the other Imran, also among the wicket, but nothing going in favor of the other bowlers. They tried their best, but what matters is the UAE chasing the target of 114 in just 16.5 overs by losing just a couple of wickets. And let's see the highlights of this run chase.
Started off with some boundary from Tanasuri before he was out for a soft dismissal. And Imran Javed is hit away for a 4 by Ali Shan. Before we had Rizwan Butt getting that wicket. And then Asif Khan's show happened as he kept on scoring and getting those big hits and playing all around the park. And the skipper said, why should I stay behind? And he converted those into the big hits as well. And Asif showing the Asif Khan show.
Both complemented each other quite well. Clearly this run chase, it belongs to Asif Khan. He just released that pressure from Mohammad Wasim, and in the process he got to his 50, and Mohammad Wasim, that winning stroke, also getting him that 50. So both the batters of UAE getting 50 in the first opening game of this tournament. And let's see how this match transpired. Winning the toss and Bahrain opting to bat first. They were in trouble early, but thanks to Ahmer and Haider, a brilliant 39 runs partnership. Ahmer managing 58 and Haider 19, and they could only manage 113 in their allotted 20 overs. Some good work by the fast bowler Ali Nasir, getting a couple of wickets. So was the spinner Dhruv Parasha, and Junaid, the experienced Junaid, getting also a couple of wickets in his kitty.
Yeah, and the run chase, a pretty comfortable one. 2 early blows, but then Wasim and Asif both getting to their half centuries, completing that score of 114 in just 117 for 2 in 16.5 overs. And winning this contest by 8 wickets, a wicket for Imran Javed and a wicket for Imran Khan. As we will head towards a short break, and then we will be back with the post-match presentation ceremony in a few moments.
Hello and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game between UAE and Bahrain. Bahrain, winning the toss earlier today, decided to bat first, couldn't put enough runs on the board, and in the second innings it was some brilliant batting performance from UAE, ensuring that they get their first win in this championship. They're up and running in the tournament with 2 points to their name, while on the other hand Bahrain will have to take a lot of learning, and hopefully we can see a much better performance from them in the next game. Time for us to talk to the two captains. First up, I'd like to call the captain of Bahrain, Haider Ali, to come forward and have a quick word with us. Haider, congratulations, hard luck today. Of course, some positives for you in this game, but not enough runs on the board in the first innings.
Yes, maybe 30 to 40 runs short. Maybe this wicket is little bounce. Maybe is circle maybe 20 runs, maybe 6 overs, and 2-3 wickets down. Maybe last finish and death bowling UAE very good, length bowling. Maybe is 30-35 runs more and good fighting total.
Yeah, good bowling performance from Bahrain, especially the spinners. I think on a wicket like this, it was not easy for the spinners to bowl, but your spinners bowled well.
Yeah, this wicket is a little grip ball, but Asif Bhai is out of the stadium. Is a ball, my ball is changed. Maybe is little semi-new ball. Maybe his grip little not is a change, but like
hard luck today, Haider. I hope you can come back strongly in the next game.
yeah. Thank you.
Haider, the captain of Bahrain. Now it's time for us to talk to the captain of UAE, Mohammad Wasim, to come forward as well. You can use that mic. No? Wasim, we'll talk to you first. Good performance overall. First with the ball in the hand, the bowlers bowled well, and then of course the batting clicked as well. Take us through your reading of the game. What did you think about the game today?
Yeah, first of all, toss went to our favor, and as I said you in the toss, I'm giving credit to my bowlers. They bowled very well, and in the morning bowler is doing something, and they use that. Nothing else.
Yeah, 113 in the second innings. You wanted to bat through, especially your batting performance. You took some time and then you played your shots.
Yeah, new ball is doing something, and that's why I was taking the time, and we lost early 2 wickets, and after that Lala and myself finished the game.
Yes, just that batting performance, there was, it seemed like you were a competition between the two of hitting those big sixes between you and Asif.
No, to be honest, not. But I want that he can score some 50s. So he did today, and Alhamdulillah for the winning.
Yeah, good outing for you and as a team, and for you as an individual as well. You're also the player of the match for your brilliant 50. So you'll collect your player of the match award from our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Mohammad Wasim, the captain of UAE, also the player of the match. 37 balls, 50 runs, 2 fours and 2 sixes. Played the leadership role to perfection. Thank you, Wasim. Thank you. Well, that was Mohammad Wasim, the captain and also the player of the match. I hope you enjoyed this game, because we've got another game lined up for you. It's time for us to head back to our comms.
Thank you. And that was Shoaib, and there's another game coming up from the Gulf Cricket T20I Championship. It's going to be Kuwait taking on Saudi, the Gulf rivalry. In a few moments from now, we will be having that game after a very good contest. And we will head back, and thank you very much for joining us. It's a goodbye for now, and we'll see you with the next game. Good use of the wrist. Looking for that big shot. Will be a boundary.
On the pads and on the distance as well. Nicely controlled in the gap for a boundary. Oh, that's up in the air. Opportunity and taken. First wicket down.
Oh, once again, does get a fresh outside edge. There we go. This one's coming all the way to us. It's going to be a massive, massive hit.
It's just going to sail over the field as